Right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to Pakistan versus Australia. This is day 5, first session, and they have started a little bit earlier than anticipated, but currently we did see the wicket of Pat Cummins fall just before, so the score currently 455 for 8 here for Australia. They have still got 2 batsmen in hand, Stark, Lyon, and then Hazelwood will be making his way to the middle in a very short moment, but currently Shaheen Afridi on 1 for 84 of 29 overs. This match more than likely heading towards a draw. And currently for New Zealand, they actually decided to stick it on Sky Sports Select today rather than Sky Sport 2. So I don't know whether or not they're transferring over to 2 once it gets to 5. Currently, we've got another popsicle ad for these sensitive teeth. Got to make sure that your teeth are all right, don't you? Good way of doing it, I would think.
They should get better actors.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, the coverage is quite glitchy today on Sky Sports Select, I do see. And it's gone to a complete black screen. Interesting. Maybe it's going to be, it might be switching over to the other coverage because, yeah, black screen is not ideal for knowing what's going on. But recently a single was taken by Mitchell Stark. Nathan Lyon, he will be on strike here. This is not good from Sky.
No.
It's just a completely black screen.
Nathan Lyon.
I don't believe so. And also we have got there, thought you would do some World Cup cricket for International Women's Day. And there, as us says Jake, George came round, so we did end up pretty much setting up the next studio. But I've got a woman here, so I feel like that's a pretty good argument, I guess you could say.
Sorry for that.
So it's come up saying that Sky experiencing a few interruptions.
Yes.
At this current point in time. So hopefully it does come back relatively soon. It was a dot ball once again to Nathan Lyon. We're going to go over and we'll see. Okay, so they're showing Super Rugby Pacific, so they've actually changed what one they were going to have it on. Good call. Good to see Mama back as well. And there says Jake. And also we've got the hello, Hamish Bro. Says Michelle, welcome into the live stream, mate. Currently, Australia, they are 8 down. They're trailing by 20 runs. Sky New Zealand are having some technical difficulties, but currently Nathan Lyon getting off the mark, getting 2 runs there. Shaheen Afridi. So
what are they batting for?
So at this stage, I mean, we saw Ali got himself his fifer, which is quite nice to see.
Oh, good on him.
Did work hard for his wickets and was able to get one. I saw that Babar Azam bowled himself right at the end of last night. He decided once the middle order was gone, right, now that we're into the tail, this is my turn to have a bowl. Didn't get himself a wicket. I think he went for about 8 runs or something like that. And also, who stepped on the cable at Sky? Someone obviously did, because it is not sitting too nicely at the moment. You guys funny? Yes, bundled up in the thick sweats today at the beach in flimsy t-shirts, as I says Dan De Castro.
I know it's weird weather. I mean, it's the nicest part of the day out there at the moment. It'd be about 21, I think.
Yeah.
Yesterday was 12.
I was going to say we went 27, 12, 21 or so now.
Yeah, you can't get used to it.
And hello, Donna Auntie, happy Women's Day as well, says Michelle there.
Thank you, and how's it going?
Currently now, Nathan Lyon's still going to be himself another single, rotating the strike. We are just currently waiting for the Sky coverage to get back underway, but I've got it up on my phone so that we can see exactly who is scoring the runs and where they are coming from. But currently, Afridi is the bowler. Shaheen Afridi almost going for the 100 runs for himself, and he has had to bowl 30 overs. And the big thing for me here, for both of these sides really, is if you're both playing for the draw, you don't want to be bowling, do you? No. You don't want to wear down your bowlers. You rather have your batsmen out there in the bat.
So I suppose.
So how slow do Nathan Lyon and Mitchell? That's the thing, though. They don't really have a slow bone in their bodies.
No.
They will go at full steam ahead and hope that they will be able to get themselves some quick runs, get that trailing. Oh, Sky Sport regrets the interruption of this program. We are working hard to restore normal service. It's a nice little message.
And we'll show the netball in between.
Yeah, might as well.
I know.
Although it does confuse you sometimes because we had that for the rugby and they showed like rugby in the background. But it was 2 different teams. So I think, yeah, it was confusing, but we worked it out in the end. So that was Nathan Lyon getting himself the single there. And I think that wicket has just fallen to Mitchell Stark. Yes, it has. Mitchell Stark is now out. And I was like, hi, guys, here's Pokemon Lover. So it was Shaheen Afridi was able to get Mitchell Stark dismissed there.
Where does that say on there?
Pretty much, I'm looking at that, seeing that he's disappeared, and now they're 9 down. And I was like, it was very nice. Actually, thank you very much, mate. They decide to wear the white. Okay, they're going upstairs by the looks of it. The DRS, we've actually got coverage back now. So Shaheen Afridi pitches the ball up. He goes for the Yorker very often. Okay, that one's straightened. Compared to the last one that we did see last night, that actually went way down legs. So Mitchell Stark, by the looks of it, I believe it was given as out as well, I would think. Surely you give that as out.
You would.
As an umpire.
Yeah, you would.
So that is going to be Sheena Freddie picking up his second wicket of the day. And that now means Australia, they're actually going to have a little bit of a trail going into the last day of this test match. And also, hi, says Noah Smith, welcome into the live stream, mate. But the big question for me here is, do we get to see Pakistan with the amount of specialist short format players that they've got? Do they go for it here and try and get as many runs as physically possible, then send the Aussies in with a chance of losing it just to try and get themselves that sneaky win? Or do they go with the bowlers all?
No, let's hit the foot.
You sure? Because from the other angle is, I think you'd have to say that there's some.
No, he's hit the ground.
I don't think he has. Look at that from that angle. I think. Okay, they've said there's a gap between. Is there a gap between bat and ball?
Yeah, there is. Slightly.
Are you sure? It's pretty close. Also, what's your name on Discord? I think it is Boothio1, I think. And I can't believe you are nearly at 10k subs. Subs. Oh, no, sorry. I said subs 2 times there, didn't I?
Possibly.
And you definitely deserve it as well, says Uncle Bills. Appreciate you, mate. That's Dead and Plum right there. Giving him out. And that is going to be Mitchell Starc getting his name added to the Australian wickets. We're going to have to keep on going like that. At this stage, we'll go like this. We'll go like this. And we will go down to this one. We'll have to add Cummins to that list. Of course, Alex Carey losing his wicket very late in the last day. But Pat Cummins, he was dismissed. One moment, we'll get the scorecard up. He was dismissed on 8 off 11. And then now Starc adding his name to that list, a list that you don't really want to be on at this point. And that was 13 off 45. Quite a slow build-up for Mitchell Starc compared to what we're used to seeing an individual. But now Josh Hazlewood is going to have to try and get a little bit more of something on the board. They still trail by 17 runs. And also, I'm actually a kid, 8.5 years old. And that says Pokemon Lover there in the chat. So hopefully you have been enjoying the coverage that we have got on the channel. We're going to be doing the second Pakistan versus Australia matchup as well, I believe. We might not be day 1 or day 2 just because of overlaps with Super Rugby. But after that, straight into the cricket. We're rearing to go. You excited?
When's the Kiwis play?
Kiwis do play in a couple of weeks, I think it is.
25th, isn't it?
Yeah.
25th?
Where are the Black Caps? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? I don't think I've got them saved as one of my specialist teams.
They'll be in the international cricket, aren't they?
Yeah. I was just checking to see whether or not I did have them. Naman Ali at the moment. He's got 5. That's Plum. And that will be 6. Ladies and gentlemen, AM show. Are you mates? These Risers cars. I mean, they've gone upstairs straight away. And Australia have now given Pakistan the best chance of having pretty much a full day, because you did actually talk about it at the table a little bit earlier on. You said, will Australia just declare and try and have it that Pakistan go out there? So we'll have to wait and see whether or not it is a pitch for wickets for day 5 or whether it is just going to be a little bit of confusion. You're doing the 2022 World Cup. I assume we're talking T20, and yes, we are indeed also doing the Women's Rugby World Cup. We on the channel. That's looking pretty plum. So Nathan Lyon. And also, AM show, are you mates? These Risers card doing very well. Very hot at the moment. It's quite warm here in New Zealand. I mean, I don't know what that could not be other than out, unless there's something to do with maybe. No, it's not even hit outside the line, is it? It's pretty much off stump going on to clean up middle. The only thing saving him would be a little bit of bat, but the bat was nowhere near it.
Nowhere near it.
So now the gloves are the only thing that was saving. The bat has now gone to the side, and that is going to be hitting the pad. So they're going to be going upstairs, see whether or not there's any saving extra spin. He needs a huge amount of spin.
No.
It's going on, hitting off and middle, and that is going to be Australia out now, all bowled out. And yeah, I'm in Auckland. It's scorching as well, says Rise, and good day all. And there says Gareth Welcome in at 35 for none, chasing 190 Australian woman beat or bat versus Pakistan. And there says Dan, and also good day all, says Gareth Welcome in and go Australia. Said LJ, and the draw is on, says Gareth. Yeah, it does seem more than likely still the draw on the cards, although that's actually the best possible situation for Pakistan to somehow bring themselves back into this one. But a 6 for Naman Ali. Look phenomenal. And that one, Australia all out, says Karis. They are indeed on high Kiwi lads. Says Ollie, I hope you are doing well, mate. Currently, if we scroll down a little bit, as you can see, for Pakistan to win this one, there's a 0.8% chance. For Australia to win this one, a 3.3% chance.
Why Aussie?
I believe they feel that Australia, because of their quicker strike rate, they might be able to have more chance of chasing down if Pakistan did lose a lot of quick wickets.
Okay.
But if you're Pakistan here, if you feel there's no chance of a result, you just bat, wouldn't you? 90 overs more that the Australians are going to have to bowl after Nathan Lyon bowling 50 of them.
Yeah, they'll be more tired than the rest of them. So.
I mean, it's impressive that Australia also batted for 140 overs, though, just to show how much of a batting pitch, I guess you could say it is. And I was like, well, Baggy Green, 6 minutes, 3 wickets as well. Says Dan De Castro. Yep, they just all started falling and falling and falling. And maybe a good sign, says Dan De Castro. Who knows? Maybe day 5 of this pitch, it might end up breaking down to all new levels. Maybe we didn't see any breakdown of the pitch for the first 4 days. And now in all in one, it's just gone, just completely shattered. Maybe someone went and whacked it with a sledgehammer a few times at night time just to get it to do something. This match, do you think they bet again or enforce follow-on, as says Robert? So it will be Pakistan who will be betting now for this one. And Sajid Khan having to bowl 45 overs, getting himself 122 for 1 with an economy of 2.71. So the spin bowlers overall were the more economical, the two who were picked for spin, that is. It seemed a bit expensive, but he did get that wicket in the end. It was a ripper of a ball to Alex Carey.
Did I say it? No, I don't think
I said it. No, he might have gone to La La Land. Yeah,
need your sleep.
You do. And also, what app do you make your thumbnails on? I actually use some editing software called GIMP that I use, and it is. It's probably not the easiest one out there because you got to do all of the different layers and everything along those lines. But I just find, because we grew up using it at school, it just seems like the easier choice. And they haven't quickly, says Bob Jobs. It did indeed. If we get ourselves a few quick wickets in this first session for Pakistan, maybe we got a little bit of a game on our hands for day 5. Someone was saying yesterday they wish that the two captains would just have a chat and be like, should we just play 45 overs each, see who ends up winning it? But unfortunately, don't think that will be the case.
No, why would you? Why would you give anyone any more leeway than they need going into a second test match if this one's going to be a draw?
And also, what did Lyon or Hazelwood get? Not many. No. Nathan Lyon got 3, I believe it was, and Hazelwood didn't actually get to face the delivery, I don't believe. I was like, it could be fun midnight. Toronto hoping for a complete sleepless night. And there says Dan De Castro. And hopefully it is a sleepless night because of all the wickets that we're seeing and not so much of all of the just.
Imagine that.
Gotta keep that elbow high. Keeps the ball down.
Does it?
No run. No, he shouldn't be betting again. That was very loud. I was shouting it just in case Steve Smith couldn't hear me at the other end.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. Where did this come from?
I don't know. You keep playing with it.
How did I end up with it? Oh, it came from the DC. I don't even remember grabbing it. And it was just a random chord that I had in my hand, and I was very confused. Currently now we've got the innings changeover. And also you have Spotify, and there says Pokemon Lover. I do indeed. And also, how much have you had a double cheeseburger combo from Burger King? Is that a barbecue bacon double cheeseburger combo? Because if so, I sure have. And now I want Burger King.
Yeah, so do I. Can't have it, though.
You sure?
Yeah, no, it's up the road.
George would go get it.
No, he won't.
He would.
Would he?
He literally would.
What's he doing tonight?
No, enjoying the freedom before we get into a Hoiber recording in the near future. We've got the studio half set up, of course. And also we have got there, okay, just don't mention it got out after start. That's why I asked, as says Robert. So yeah, I should probably add in Nathan Lyon tonight. They all just fell that quickly that I didn't actually get a time to write them in. They just kept on. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. They all disappeared. Link my Spotify, as I says Pokemon Lover. And that one moment we all go like that. I don't think I've ever been sent a link for Spotify. You know, someone's Spotify. I think that's unique. Yeah. Where is he? Nathan Lyon, 3 off 7. We will go like this. And we will go like that as well. Nathan Lyon. Oopsies. Lyon. 3 off 7 deliveries. He'll be disappointed with that. Normally a very good batsman. But it seems like the Australian lower order do not like spin.
No.
So.
And our lower order don't like short stuff. Yet they bowl it at them.
Yeah, so it's just a bit of the taste of the young medicine, isn't it?
Yeah, so you've got to be able to play it if you're given it.
And also Leonard Wright, SZI, how are you? We're doing very well. It's quite warm here in New Zealand, but currently with Australia losing those 3 quick wickets, I guess it's opened up the best possibility of an actual result in this game, although we're still a long way off that. Of course, depending on how we see Pakistan play in this first session, I think we'll be able to pretty much either guarantee you a draw or maybe say there's a bit more 50-50. I don't know what to do if it does end up looking like it's going to be a clear draw. Just because if they're not going to go after any balls, it's just going to be repetitive, isn't it?
Yeah,
for the next 60 overs.
Yeah, but then they'll stop it short anyway, don't they?
Yeah, because of the sunset. I'm just going to have a check.
No, because if there's no result, they stop it early anyway.
Oh, so you think they'll just go, no one's winning here?
Yeah, about half an hour earlier, I think.
So Rawalpindi at the moment, it's mostly sunny, 19 degrees. Does look like we're going to have a bit of overcast, but 6:09 p.m. is sunset. Last night they finished at about 10 to 6 local time.
Okay.
So that was around that kind of 2:10, 1:50, I think. Actually, yeah, 1:50 a.m. New Zealand time is when they stopped.
Okay.
Well, that one in Kiwi lads. Have you been to Wicket before? Don't think so. I've been to Palmerston North.
That's Manawa too.
Yeah, and I've also been Auckland, Wellington. I think those are my only regions.
Yeah.
Or areas that I've been to in the North Island. Did you see Shane Warne passed away the last few days? Says Leonard. Oh, right, I did indeed. And same with Rod Marsh. Fortunately, way too soon.
Way too soon.
As well.
Life's too short. Go out and enjoy it.
It is. We are currently sitting inside, but we are enjoying it. So that's the main thing. Like, whether you're inside, outside, just enjoy it. If you got something you want to do it. I got all inspirational the other day. That was a good ball.
I mean, that's the only wicket he got, though.
Yeah. That's the thing. He's another bowler I think deserved more.
Yeah, he did.
Just for that skiddy low style. But it seemed like the Australians were able to handle it pretty well. Overall, but 6 wickets in the end for Noman Ali. He was bowling very well. Sheehan Afridi also, you'd have to say he was unlucky not to get that earliest wicket. That was the way that Kawaja went out on 97. Why would you? Just a bit too straight for that one. And also got 121 followers on Spotify. So Aussie was 100 or 459 all out. They are indeed. They lost their 3 wickets within 2 overs for that one. So very quick.
It was.
And so I enjoy sports, says Richard. Or it might have actually been 3 overs, sorry. That they might have had. But Sheehan Afridi, he's a very happy man with that Marnus Labuschagne wicket and also being able to pick up the wicket of it was Mitchell Starc. This will be our first time. Oh, no, we got to see that one. We didn't get to see Pat Cummins' wicket, though, did we?
No.
Because the coverage was a little bit slower. That was the way that Travis Head went out, unfortunately trying to cut it away and didn't quite line it up to perfection. But he would have been a player. A lot of people said he was the one who could have changed this for Australia and got them into a position to get a result for it because of the strike rate that he goes at. He normally goes at about 120, even though it's a test match. Cameron Green, he'll be disappointed with the way that he was dismissed, and that was on 48 as well. So
how many went out in the 90s and how many went out in the 40s?
Okay, so 2 went out in the 90s and Cameron Green went out in the 40s. I believe that's the only ones there. But Steve Smith on 78 got a good start. David Warner also getting a good start. That was how Steve Smith went out.
Wow.
And he would have been very disappointed with that one. This goes way down the leg side. And Kiwi lads, Donna should take you on a trip to Waikato one day. And there says Ollie Wilson.
Yeah, that'd be quite awesome, actually.
That was the ball from Nassim.
Go to Seddon Park in Hamilton.
Oh, bit of cricket.
I reckon Seddon Park's quite good to watch. Cricket from.
Ball. It's very well bowled by Nassim. Right, this next wicket of Cummins is the one we didn't get to see. It's a pretty soft dismissal. Straight out to short cover. And Naman Ali, that was his 5 for as well. Just put the head out on the ground, but you just straight to the man, really, Pat Cummins. He didn't, I don't think he saw him. He kind of put his hand on his hip afterwards and went, what did I do that for?
Was there. Yeah, that was fun.
That was a very nice ball in that NRL game you're doing. Panthers versus Sea Eagles as well. I do see that it is going to be on Thursday night, isn't it? That will be taking place. I believe that will be on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel. So anyone who isn't subscribed to that, be sure to check that out. They are just showing the last wicket, which was Nathan Lyon being dismissed. But currently now we are getting closer and closer to the start of the Pakistan innings. I'd say first 10 overs or so, we see them be quite conservative. And then it's from there whether or not they go, come on, we're going to start going. Or whether they go, all right, we're going to wear them down, because if they have to bowl another 90 overs, they've had to bowl 270 in this match, or 250 in this match, in fact. Like, that's pretty good for Pakistan, as they will certainly not be as tired. And they don't really want to be bowling again, do they?
No.
When you think about it, they would prefer for themselves to be able to just close out this game without having too much pressure on them. But it's going to be Imam and also Abdullah. Both batted pretty well in the first innings, definitely.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
I mean, like, those combinations that they were able to bring up, 175-ish runs. One of these two, which is absolutely incredible. Imam al-Haq, his best currently 157. I believe he was able to bring that up in the first innings also.
So is he any relation to Inzamam?
Not sure. He's still very young in his career, though.
No, he's only 26.
12 matches. Okay, like this, I thought they were saying that Pakistan would get a lead of like 80 or 90. I was thinking, no. But they probably, Pakistan with 200 on the board, might decide to bowl at them for the last session if they're really keen, and see whether or not the kind of attacking nature of Australia does make them try and attack. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see Alex Carey open the batting for Australia. David Warner as well. You play it like an ODI. I'm thinking about it now, and I really want to see it happen, but it probably won't. No. Imagine that, going into the last one, 200 runs needed off 30 overs for the Australians, and they just go out there and have a swing.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not. I'm getting all excited.
You are. You're just, yep, it's not going to happen.
And also, we have got their St. Park is 10 minutes away from my house, and yeah, it's Thursday night, 7:05 p.m.
Very handy. Australian
Eastern time. There's Robert Wright. It's going to be Shafiq on strike now, and Mitchell Starc, the bowler. Excited-ish. Okay, I think I hit the pad.
Yeah, thigh pad.
There's a bit of an interesting one to start with. Got a bit excited there.
Oh, just hit something, that's all they're worried about.
Yeah. Like they're saying, a little bit of swing there for Mitchell Starc. It's actually, this day is looking like a good day for bowling. A bit of thigh pad on that one, and Khawaja and Carey as well. Yeah. And just change up your order so that you're going with attacking players opening. But then the problem as well is you don't want to get yourself bowled out, because imagine trying to go aggressive and you get it wrong and then you lose, and everyone is just like, why did you do that? It's great when it works. It's terrible when it doesn't.
I think you're getting all excited over nothing.
So a little bit of swing there for Mitchell Starc. Pat Cummins lying on the ground. That's how I do push-ups. Yep. The key is to just use your arms and leave the rest of your body on the ground. And also, don't do them. How much do you think Nathan Lyon will bowl today? You think he'll get like 20 overs?
How many did he bowl in the first innings?
52.
Wow. That's impressive, isn't it?
It is.
Even for any sort of bowler, for a spinner, it's quite a few overs. How's his arm?
I think he didn't get too many off the bat, unfortunately. Because, that's the other side of it. When you hear 162 overs bowled and you see 52 overs bowled by Nathan Lyon, you wonder, yes, the pitch is looking very flat, but would you say the Paceys just haven't quite done their job there? If you're going to let your spinner bowl 52 overs, they just needed some wickets somewhere, didn't they?
Oh, he was the only spinner, wasn't he?
Well, they had Labuschagne.
Oh, that's right.
And Smith got 2 overs.
Yeah.
And I'd say Pakistan get a lead of 200 as well, says Robert there. Because you might as well have a bowl at them later on tonight, even though they probably won't want to. Well bowled, Mitchell. A little bit of swing there for Mitchell Starc. I'm excited.
I know, but I don't know that there's any reason to be excited.
That's all right.
Sorry.
At least if I'm excited now, I can be disappointed later, rather than being disappointed and then disappointed again.
Okay. We'll go with that one.
It's actually a terrible way of looking at it, isn't it? You want it the other way around. You normally want to have your expectations low so that you get all excited after.
Yeah.
Well, this match is going to be a draw.
Well, it is.
And then, now if it's not, then it's all exciting. I just love watching Test match cricket. No matter what day we're on, no matter the result, I just love watching the mind games played. Well bowled from Mitchell Starc once again, pitched up. And every run that Australia can stop Pakistan from getting is pretty key for them, because they already have that lead of 17 after not really getting all those runs that they needed. Australia, they did so well and then just fell over in that last little moment, getting all out for 459. Pakistan, they did take 160 overs to be able to get 476. You'd say that they'd be a little bit disappointed with how long it took them to be able to get those runs, and definitely with the runs or the overs that we missed out on due to rain and also due to bad light. You're looking at about 50 overs less than what we would have seen. And an extra 50 in this game could have been huge. It's going to be a little bit too wide from Mitchell Stark. Is that the last ball of the over? It is. And it is going to be none for none, and it is a maiden. Also, I know you have a chance with Big Sport. You should have a yarn to 2 cents rugby top bloke and streaming. As says Chris Howe, I would like to do something with 2 cents in the future. I feel like it would be pretty awesome. He's got a lot of rugby knowledge. I mean, like, his brain is just made of rugby, you know? Probably made of, what's a brain made of when you really think about it? Nerves and mush. Right in the brain. And I said, good morning, as I says, welcome into the live stream, mate. As broke the Black Caps in the 1993 ODI semi-final. I held a grudge for years, but I was humbled by his career, and he had my respect when he retired as well and come back. And there's us, there's Roman there. He's saying there's going to be a comeback on the cards, maybe in a home mum and son. Says Roman there, welcome into the live stream, mate. Josh Hazelwood will now be bowling. 31 years of age in his prime at the moment. Josh Hazelwood gets that line and length every day of the week.
Wasn't he the only bowler in all 3 formats in the top 10?
Oh, that's a stat.
Well, I thought I saw a headline about that the other day. I could be wrong, but I thought that's what.
Well, if that is the case, certainly doing very well, isn't he?
Or even in the top 5, because he'd be up there in most of those, wouldn't he?
He's a very impressive bowler. His line and length in all formats seems to just work. And also, Geelong Cats fan says 459 all out. What the hell happened? As well says Geelong quick wickets, and you are Australian. As well says Khan, not quite. I am from New Zealand, so just across the ditch, I guess you could say. A couple hours flight from Australia. 3 hours. I found a fast plane.
Did you?
Yeah, got there a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I feel like the best thing about a plane is looking through the menu and going, geez, that's a bit overpriced. And then you buy it anyway.
Well, you always, when we were booking the flights, we never, booked the food, but we should have. It would have saved us money because you kids used to eat all the crap food.
You've got to get Pringles, like even though it's like the tiniest container, the M&Ms as well. Charge like $10 for 5 M&Ms. You still got to get them.
But you kids never used to like the food either, the meals that they gave you. So I'm
fussy.
Yeah, but now that you've grown up a bit, maybe you would enjoy them. Who knows?
And also, how do 22% think this match won't be a draw? This is AFL optimism. It's a beautiful thing. And also, we've got their drawers. Says Raymond, hello, Hamish, Donna, and everyone says Sebastian, welcome in, mate.
How's it going?
Currently, it's counting down, isn't it? Sebastian's birthday.
Oh, yes.
Getting closer.
Jeez, you got a good memory. You remember all these things, don't you?
I try my best. Probably forget some stuff that I should remember.
Yeah.
But remember random facts that's going to be left alone.
Did you sort that out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that later.
1.3 overs down, and maybe you should shout your mum the plane treats as well. And this is Chris. I think so. I was trying to shout
you.
You
My credit card, though.
Yeah, that's true. I did get your Melbourne Stars kit.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, the Melbourne Stars, it wasn't their fault, but Rebel Sport in Australia decided that they wanted to send us a size 14 rather than a medium. Even though, 14. Yep. So pretty much we have to send it back to Australia to the person who shipped it over to us. They will have to probably then go back to Rebel Sport and then exchange it and then send it back. So we might have it for BBL next year.
Oh.
And then we realized that it's green, so the green screen and the shirt will very much so not get along.
Quite funny, yeah.
I was like, it will be a draw 1,000% says to us there. I think Matt's right. And also, Hamish Mum, I hope you had a good day at work today, says Geelong Cats fan.
Yeah, it was all right.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough.
Just another day.
What is today? It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yep.
The weeks and months and years are going fast. That's down the leg side, whipped away nicely by Emil Al-Haq, and that will be the first run of the day for the Pakistanis. We have got the Australia probably lost quick wickets because Roman said, we made 500 as well, says AFL there. I think it was just, I don't know what they were thinking. I'm going to take a photo of that.
Quickly. Yeah.
Here we go, because that will help me when people are like, where can I watch the game? And I will let you guys know exactly where you can. Where is Mina? This is on Etisalat.
Mina. That's
Not sure.
Not sure.
No. Everywhere around the world seems to have a whole heap of options. All off the edge. Does bounce to Cameron Green, who is very good in the slip court, and also at gully. And Australia failed to take the lead. Where's Mr. Spencer? Bring him in front of me. As I was Sebastian.
Not again.
It was. I'm losing track.
Still having a go.
They are a little bit. There's a rivalry there. I'm losing track of what days. It is stuck at home until at least next Wednesday, says North Mum.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, have you had your test today, didn't you? So I guess it's another day or so, 2 days till you find out.
Depends what test she had. Whether it was a PCR or the rat test. Rat test is 15, 20 minutes. Yep.
Pretty speedy.
Yeah. You just do it at home.
DIY.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently 2 overs down, only another 88 to go. Here you go. Also, we have got there, he didn't say we would make 500, but on Big R Stream over the Ashes series, he said heaps of players would get centuries and all that, and they ended up going out next ball. There's AFL there, and also he's tested negative, had the rat. It's on there, says Nov Mum. So that's good news. So, and that happened when Roman said Marcus Harris would make the 100, says AFL. Although, unfortunately for Marcus Harris, I think Marcus Harris, he kind of gets in his own head as well, sadly. Like, as an Australian batsman, you're expected to be able to average about 40 to 50 every single game. And he had a lot of scores where he was in single figures. And I think he only had about 2 or 3 outside of single figures or above 20 or so in recent history. So it was good that he got himself the half century in there. And rat's an animal. And on test, isn't it, as well? And that rats, they are an animal, but then it's also a rapid antigen test. Yeah. You do want to be more specific with it. Are you impressed that I actually know what it stands for?
Yeah, I do.
I'm surprised I said antigen correctly.
Yes, I know.
It's dark. Now,
so
bowls.
You don't really look at the news or anything, do you?
Nah, just rugby and cricket, isn't it? Single to the leg, side out to square leg. And also just hope I don't test negative on day 10. Just hope I don't test negative on day 10. Don't or do test negative? I assume
you do, don't you? Because if you test positive on day 10, you've got another 10 days, haven't you? Or that, I think they're changing that again.
I mean, positive on
yeah. Well, we thought that.
Apparently.
Yeah, because a lot of people have, and that's another 10 days. It's just, but as I say, I think they're looking at that again. So in the next 24, 48 hours, I think they may change it again. So
yeah. Mitchell Stark charges in once again here. Currently 2 runs scored by Pakistan in just over the 2 overs. It's off the edge, but it doesn't end up finding anyone's hands. Goes down to third man, and Nathan Lyon for the single. Early wicket gone, bro, as well, says Roman. I mean, Australia, they did lose 3 early wickets for themselves. The question is, if Australia get 3 early wickets, in fact, I'm going to ask you an even more fun question.
Oh, here we go.
And that's going to be, how many wickets need to fall in the next, I believe they've got an hour and a half. How long, or how many wickets, do they need in this session to have any chance of a result? It's about 6, isn't it?
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Somewhere around there, and update the score. It's 1 for 2. They got a wicket. As I said, Geelong. Since when? There's a run-out chance. It does end up missing. And that is going to be a couple more overthrows here. He's going to get 5 runs for Imam Al-Haq there. And also both teams are strong. Cheese and Roman. You know the rules, my guy. No spoilers as well. Says Sebastian there and Hamish. Husband and I are both boosted. There it says Nov Mum. But this was, a shot that started with a quick single turned into an extra 5 runs, or an extra 4 runs, though. Al-Haq, and now they are currently sitting 8 for none. Would have been close, but I think he was just in, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Fortunately, man of mine, who's that? That's Kawaja, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't quite get into the right position, although I did have him very quick. Now Stark, he'll be steaming and he won't be happy about those ones. Because, of course, they count against the bowler, don't they?
They do.
Which makes you livid. As a pace bowler, Steve Smith thought it was the end of the over. Still another 2 balls left.
One
ball left.
They're a bit slow sometimes.
They are. Even whoever scores the run, like it waits another 2 or 3 minutes, or not 2 or 3 minutes, 2 or 3 seconds before it actually updates how many they're on. So the commentators have got a little bit more used to it. At the start, they would say the wrong number. And then now they kind of know that it's a little bit delayed, so they just wait a little bit. And what's types of rules as well. And they're just pretty much, if there is a wicket, don't mention it until we react to it, I think is the main rule that everyone should follow, just because or else then it does make it a little bit tricky.
Yeah, because we're waiting thinking, did he mean now?
Yeah, and also we just did a Bangladesh conceding 5 runs. There's such a long there. So that is going to be the end of the 3rd over, 8 for none now for Pakistan. So I guess the big question is, well, there's a lot of big questions really.
Oh, here we go.
Pakistan get a 200-run lead. Do they say, we're going to let Australia have a little bit of a bat because we still want to see if there's a chance that we can try and really just roll over the top of them? But then saying that on a pitch like this, is rolling over the top of a side actually possible? Like they're saying the Australians, they're a little bit quiet, but as you would be because it's day 5.
A bit quieter than normal, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
normally they're yap, and you hear.
You'd have to say,
especially from home.
They propelled the game forward, the Australians.
Yeah.
But it's just with the amount of time that we lost, and also with the run rate of Pakistan, it did mean that it was always going to be an uphill battle on a pitch that looks like could probably be used about 4 times over and still not really wear down. And also match draws, it's too risky game. Australia could get T20 style and reach the target in a single session. That's what I said earlier on.
Yeah.
I said about how I want to see them need 200 off the last 30 overs and just go berserk. Khawaja, sending Alex Carey earlier on. Just have a party in the middle. You know? Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, you'd love it, but it's not going to happen.
But they need to get wickets first of all, of course.
Well, if it does happen, we'll hear from the bedroom later on. Yahooing, because
I'm
excited.
Quite loud, aren't I?
Sometimes you do get a bit excitable.
It depends if I got 1 headphone on or 2, believe it or not. Because currently my ear, they can't see it because my ears don't really hang out. There's my ear. So pretty much my ear isn't actually in this headphone, so I can still hear relatively well. Whereas if I go like this, I have to talk a bit louder because I can hear the commentators.
Yeah.
Am I already louder?
You are.
That's why I decided to go with 1 earphone, just because or else then I end up getting in my own little bubble. It's a very bouncy, excited bubble.
Yeah, I know, because I can hear you at night.
I was about, if you're willing to take such a risk, let us know where you got your balls from. As there says Sebastian. And also, would you check or jack in a leg spinner like Steve Smith? Get more turn on this pitch, says Geelong. I think if you're going with leg spin, you go with Marnus.
Yeah.
Just because he's slightly less part, or kind of
kind of more or less.
Yeah, slightly less part time than Stephen Smith. Although Steve Smith got himself a good wicket in the English Ashes series. He put it in the right regions for those ones. Oh, Josh Hazlewood now going down leg, bouncing too much as well. Current lead of 26 here for Pakistan. I think it also, strategically wise, depending on how much we get to see, I guess, happen in this first session, will probably depend on whether or not we do end up doing the whole day of cricket or whether it will just be kind of the first and second session. Because if it does seem like it's an inevitable draw and Pakistan are just going to be tapping it, then I think, it will get quite repetitive, I think, with the commentary.
Yeah.
So,
you'd run out of things to say. Oh, he blocked that again. Oh, that's another block down to them.
And dismissed a spin bowler with spin bowling. Is on there, says Sebastian.
Yeah, spinners hate going out to spinners, eh?
I mean, I know one man in particular, Rashid Khan. Definitely when it's an Afghanistan spinner. Yeah. Like he got out by Muhammad Nabi in the BBL, and he was not a happy man.
Wasn't he?
Nope.
Oh, I shouldn't have got out to him.
He also got hit for a 6 by young Tom Kelly.
Ooh,
And just gave him a stare down and actually got in his face and said, "Why'd you do that?" Like,
why'd you bowl an easy ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The league side once again.
Some bowlers are a wee bit precious, aren't they?
I was like, how many wickets? Colleague Smith, bro, says, please. And there's Roman. So he didn't get any wickets in that first innings. I believe he bowled 2 overs and went for 5 runs, which probably isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Economy at 2.5, one of the better ones. Out of the Australians, I would think. Although saying that, no, actually, they didn't score very quick. One moment, I'm going to have a look, see where he slotted in. Anyone who's new to the channel, though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to the 10K every single day.
What are you up to now?
I think we are only around 25 or so away from hitting the 10,000, which is
pretty cool.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
Like, yeah, I haven't got the video planned as of yet. I'm going to have to start editing it at some point, but then I've also got to edit the Norm Maxwell interview, which is actually about 2/3 of the way edited. Cool. So it should be coming out tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be good to watch.
You know, watch the whole thing, yeah?
Probably.
I say like 7 words other than the questions. Really? Just because I always find for interviews, I don't want to interrupt someone. So like, I just go, yeah. Like, and that's just like my reflex of like, I always want to make sure they're completely finished. So there's always about a 5-second silence after he finishes.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, before I end up going, right, okay, or something along those lines. So I've cut out those little bits. Okay. And I was at 9.97K, and also maybe Rob, but I would only bowl bounces, maybe a Yorker every 5 overs. And that one, if you were Pakistan, would you set a lead of 200, then put them in? I think if you're Pakistan, you look towards the next test match and you go, right, we don't want to bowl an extra 30 or 40 overs with our bowlers that we could avoid. You know, it's one of those ones that, of course, you want to have a good opportunity like of winning, but from here it just seems a little bit too inevitable. Apparently, and also good Ollie. And there's his read, and also if it's going to be a draw, we might as well chuck in a part-timer. So that's such a long. Give it a Travis Head off spin.
Yes, he's not bad either.
He's actually, he goes all right. That's the thing. I always wonder.
Didn't he do it in the BBL?
Yeah, for Adelaide Strikers, I think he is. But yeah, I always wonder, like for New Zealand, the difference in that game, or not really the difference, but something I would have loved to see is they give Daryl Mitchell a couple overs just somewhere in between South Africa's batting, just to mix it up.
And just to get Daryl Mitchell in the game.
It was just too repetitive.
It was, wasn't it? There's
that second one.
They weren't really bowling to a plan, were they?
An all-type of game, I like it. As I says, Roman, also, will there be any result in this match? Currently, about a 98% chance of a draw.
That'll be a draw.
You heard it here first. He bowled 2 overs, went for 5 runs. There's Robert there. So Hazelwood had a better economy of 2, then also having a better economy, Pat Cummins having it of 2.2, which was the stat that I was after for that one. 4.4 was Labuschagne. He was the most expensive. And then followed by 4.3 of Travis Head. He actually did get 3 overs.
Did he?
He went for 13 runs and had the burst economy. So I guess we just
forget about
him there. And Reed is a cheeky monkey in there as well. I mean, I've told the story many times about the monkey that we saw at the zoo hitting a turtle with a stick. Maybe that was Reed. Who knows? Bangladesh time, it's 11:32 a.m. Caroline, good evening. What did your mum cook you for tea, says Danny Lewis. And that one, I cooked her tea. There you go.
I had some makiki fries.
Yeah, some hot chips.
Because I have a late lunch, so I don't have tea early. Because I don't get home from work until about 2.
And also over there, Rugby Waikato, August 2022, and Travis he's got Chris Gale out twice in the BBL. His off spin flustered some of the best batters as out, and your mum cooked today, bro. That seems to.
It's equal rights today, people.
It's actually it's International Women's Day.
Every day.
It makes it worse that it is International Women's Day, doesn't it?
So I'm on holiday today.
Yes, I cooked her tea.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, Irish Mum, I hope you're both well.
Oh,
and there's Chuck down under.
Getting shit for not cooking. Jeez, Nov Mum, do you cook every day? I bet you don't. It's a pain in the ass cooking every day.
And both are very well in there, and Irish would have cooked it while his mum was at work. His arm there says, Robert, nice cut shot there. As race away to the boundary. Nathan Lyon not quite able to cut it off there. And also Rugger Waikato, August 22 or 2022, yes. And there's Reed. So that will be the Bunnings NPC starting back up, although they'll probably call it something else this year. Maybe they go in between the three, don't they? It's either the Bunnings NPC, the Mitre 10 Cup, or the, what's the other one they've got?
In New Zealand?
In New Zealand NPC? No. It's another hardware store, I think.
Ah, Hammer.
And I was like, welcome in, trucking down under. And also, how type of dish, mum? And then says it's road. A good morning dress.
Start a Kiwi Lads channel. This is the 21st century. Not all women are tied to the kitchen. We believe in equal rights.
Put that on your t-shirt.
Yeah.
There I go.
Put something else on their finger. Going one way.
From Sebastian, piss off, will you? As I was saying, I see if you're doing well, mate. And also Mita. And now I think that was earlier on, wasn't it, in terms of where you can watch the game from?
Yeah, you've got your photo.
Yeah, so in Mita. Mita's an interesting name. Is it Mita that I'm thinking of? That was Mina, so that's a different one. I'm not sure what Mita stands for. And very nice for you to cook a meal for your mum. What does your mum do for work as well? Says Danny, she's a chef now. I'm joking.
Yeah, that's why I don't cook at home.
She is an accountant. Morning, Gareth. And what's going on as well? Says Gareth there. Yeah. That one.
Jeez.
Interesting moments.
You're supposed to be encouraging me to come back.
Okay,
maybe I should get that beer now.
Maybe.
Then
that'll
start the conversation.
There was the Heineken Fund, wasn't there?
There was.
Any donation goes towards my mum getting to be a bit more sane. We're dealing with everyone here. I was like, she's a solicitor. And as I says, Robert.
Yeah, so you're up.
Of course, not Robert.
No, not Robert. The other guy.
Yes. Currently now, Mum Al Huck is there in Hamish. Have you had to support a cricket team apart from New Zealand? Who would you support? Says Geelong Cats fan. I know the answer you want me to say. Is of course from Australia yourself. But I mean, I do like watching Australia play. As much as it hurts you.
Oh, it hurts though when you watch Australia play us.
That's because they always win.
Oh no, we've probably come back at them the last few years. Every now and again we have our day.
Nathan Lyon,
they get the big ones.
5 overs in is bowling. That looked like a decent delivery off the outside edge. Straight away a little bit of spin there for Lyon, and it's going to be racing away to the boundary. Cameron Green just not quite able to get to it, unfortunately, there.
Dived a bit early.
Slid
with the ball.
He was close, wasn't he? He's a big, tall man.
He is, yeah.
Oh, that was a very good ball to start with for Nathan Lyon. I feel like he's got the potential of getting 4 wickets here just for this last day, because it seems like it's more of a spinner surface now. It's starting to develop into what we probably expected, and also my second favourite team after the England is New Zealand. On there from Sebastian.
Oh, so you've had a pretty rough trot then with England.
I was about Donna. The rematch comes in November, Australia versus New Zealand T20.
Yes.
And it's going to be in the World Cup.
Ooh.
In the group stage.
Ooh.
And we're also there with England.
Depends who we pick, though. If we pick a young side with Lockie Ferguson and Adam Milne, if he's fit, some couple of quicks, I think we've got a show.
Bit of use of the feet there.
Then a couple of young batters that got no fear and let them just go for it.
Okay, so you go straight away for now on would be.
That's who I was thinking of, yeah.
Devon Conway, he's not really young, but
he can still hit it. He's averaging pretty well. And is he allowed to put his foot outside the?
Oh, you're saying maybe a no ball there?
Oh, yeah, it's a bit funny with that line, isn't it?
It's where it first lands, so you're allowed to get as long as your plant is just inside of it, you're fine. Zik is oil, I believe.
Yeah,
and you can use it in your vehicles.
Sick as in slick. It should be slick.
Maybe it could be slick. And also, do you play Kane if he's fit? T20 World Cup wise, that's a tricky one.
Oh, captaincy though.
Yeah, but has he been captain recently? Other than before his injury, he's a good player, but it's whether or not you go with full-on aggression in your side.
Yeah, but who else would it?
Well, you probably end up with Conway. Maybe Daryl Mitchell gets to slot in there as well. Tim Southey was captain. That's a bit of spin there for Nathan Lyon. and also Ravindra Jadeja at the moment. And then Sebastian, and also who do you think is a great all-rounder in all formats of this modern cricket? I would go with Jadeja, definitely.
Yeah, he's done well, hasn't he?
He's got the nickname the Rock Star. You can see where it's come from as well.
Yeah.
Who else is there? I would have another man in close almost for Australia soon. If it's going to keep on bouncing around like that. And also for the all-rounder. Who else do you got? Again, Rachin Ravindra. He's decent with the bat. It's just whether or not this... Oh, no. Wait, that's actually his first name, isn't it? Ravindra.
I think so.
Jadeja, yeah. I got that confused, didn't I? I was thinking Rachin Ravindra, and then I realised who that was, and I was like, hang on. Ravindra didn't go too well in Test, but yeah, overall, I think Jadeja, definitely with the fielding aspect, Cameron Green's got potential to definitely go up there as well in the future. He's quite young, isn't he?
Jadeja's been around for a couple of 3 years now anyway, hasn't he? A few years. And he's sort of coming into his own just now, so you've got to mature into these sort of roles, don't you?
Yeah, because that's the thing. When you've got a player under 25 or so, or even 26, you've still got so many years left in your career, and I want that busted as well, Gareth. And there, Australia got bowled out. Great news, Westminster, says Gareth. So that's where that comment from Sebastian came from.
Okay.
Yeah, rivalry, you know. Australia.
Can they not do it in their own time?
No, they've probably got each other blocked on everything else, I think.
Okay. Settle down, people.
Al Haq now, sitting on 14 of 16.
Oh, okay. Robert would go, if it was the 80s, he'd go Dennis Lilly.
Oh. Okay.
What about Imran Khan? 80s? Imran Khan was handy, wasn't he?
Just quickly does.
Even our own Richard Hadley wasn't a bad bat in his time. Pretty good bowler, we know that. Martin Crowe bowled a bit too.
He did. Vittori.
Vittori.
Did you say Vittori?
No, I didn't, but he'd be next on the list.
I think for like spin bowling as well.
Oh, okay.
Like to be an all-rounder while bowling spin. But then saying that, being an all-rounder while bowling pace is probably even more difficult.
Oh, Jack Callis. I thought he sort of came into his own too, didn't he?
Because he was right at the top of the order, wasn't he?
Oh, he batted number 3, I think.
And he still bowled.
Yeah. He bowled pretty good pace too for...
Oh, that's gone up in the air. And that's gone straight up. Who is underneath it? No one. Oh, and it's a misfield from Nathan Lyons, so it's going for 4. And also remember the famous words bowl Lily Court Marsh as well. And also remember that Kirigo Keith from Geelong Cats fan. And also what channel is this on for Sky? It is on Sky Sports Select, which is channel 50, which is a little bit weird. And Steve Waugh didn't get to play a T20 though as well, says Gareth, for that one.
Yeah, Freddie Flintoff.
Oh, misfield there. And Mitchell Stark's not too happy with that one.
Steve Waugh. Yeah, he did all right.
Stayed up in the air for so long, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Sorry, I lost interest in the game. Just reading the chat.
I'm going to go like this.
How are you doing?
I am just checking some stats.
Oh, okay. Oh, wasted. Come on, Starkey.
There you go. I'm just checking to see sunset time and whatnot. Still 6:07. So it's a little bit earlier than it was going to be yesterday. No War retired in 2004 as our Lance Zulu Klusner.
Yep, he was pretty good too. There's a few of them when you name them all, eh?
There is. That was close. It stayed in the air for a long time, but also travelled pretty far.
It did actually, because they said it's straight up in the air and it gets to the boundary. So how does that work?
Currently, Al Haq sitting there on 18 off 19. Oh. Nice Yorker from Stark, but that's going to be 4 more. Unless, the bodies are sore for Australia. Can't quite get down to the ankles of that one for Hazelwood. And that is going to be another 4 runs. Maybe we will get to see a little bit of an Australian bat later on in this game, perhaps.
Wow.
Isn't that exciting? What about McGrath? And there says Robert. Glenn McGrath? No, not Glenn. Is it Glenn? Yeah.
Yeah, not as an all-rounder. He was bad at number 11. He did improve, though, in saying that. He did improve his batting.
Mm.
Did he get a 50 in the end? I think him and, what's the other tall dude? He was with the goatee for Adelaide and the BBL coach.
Bald
All
at
but,
times.
yeah. They keep
Barron, no, not Barron. Bollander,
no. They used to keep interviewing him on the sidelines. Coach.
The Brisbane Heat coach.
No, the Adelaide Strikers.
Big tall man.
Yeah.
Kevin? No.
Gillespie. Yeah, just as a Gillespie. Yeah. I think he got a few runs in the end too. I think they had a big partnership, him and McGrath, I think.
Nice play once again. I also do think ICC should change the rules and modern cricket fielding restrictions, DRS, and etc. You feel satisfied with this current rules? I know that there was talks of trying to change a couple of the rules, but pretty much the ICC straight away say, nah, not doing it. I think because Geelong Cats and CJ Moore got a 99 against New Zealand in 2001, and he was actually saying on the BBL a little while ago, like they've tried saying, like, can we take out umpires, like call and whatnot? Like that was something that a lot of the Players Association kind of brought forward, and ICC went, nah.
Why?
Because the umpire loses their, I guess, their authority. So they're like, nah, not doing it. And I think it would be the same with any of the other changes, such as fielding restrictions and all that. They'd probably just go, nah, not changing it. So we go there. Gillespie has a bigger high score than Steve Waugh, if I'm remembering correct as well, says Gareth. There you go. Higher score. That's the thing. I remember the classic old BBL where you got to see like Brad Hogg, Brett Lee.
He was around for a while, the old Brad Hogg.
Yeah, with the tongue out. Gotta have the tongue out.
Yeah, and the other Brad Hodge.
Michael Hussey opening for the Stars.
Oh, I used to like watching Michael Hussey. He was good.
And Mitchell Stark walking right down the middle of the pitch. And just saying, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Close. They want Pakistan, please get runs fast. I want Australia to bat again. And Great War was 200. Gillespie was 201.
Wow.
And back Cummins. He's saying, I'll try my best to stop him.
Day 5, it's a boring game.
Gillespie scored 200 against Bangladesh.
Wow.
And there says JAs. Welcome into the live stream. Currently, we are just waiting eagerly to see if we do get a wicket. I do see sent you the top 10 ranked test all-rounders by the ICC. And I was like, last says Dragon Down Under. Well, that one moment. We will go like this. We will go like that as well. And we go like that. Nope, that's the roll Pindi weather. Discord. That's the one that we're after. Right. Who ranks near the top? Sebastian.
It'd have to be.
Okay, it's actually Jason Holder.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then it is Ashwin is second. Jadeja is third. Shakib Al Hassan for Bangladesh in fourth.
Yep.
Mitchell Stark in 50 had a very good Ashes.
Okay.
Ben Stokes in sixth, who has actually overtaken Kyle Jamieson.
Wow.
Who is still ranked seventh. Pat Cummins at 8. See, for me personally, but Cummins' batting's probably letting him down.
Yeah.
Damn, more. Colin de Gronholm moves up to 9 now.
Wow.
And then at 10, it is Chris Wokes, who I feel is pretty good for a batting all-rounder.
Yeah, you like him, don't you?
Yeah, he scores a lot of runs and doesn't really get the credit for it. Also, g'day, Seb, Rob, and Truckin', and welcome in, Jay. And Aaron Jay with a thumbs up from Truckin' Down Under. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll try and do a little bit of a guessing game here. First wicket. First wicket. When is it falling? It is. Also, we have got there from Isaac for the beer fund as well.
Oh, good on you, Isaac. Yep. Great.
That now means that
Mum. I'll get my barman to grab me a beer. He's probably not listening. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
He did hear it. That one, so Mum now gets herself the Heineken. Isn't that exciting?
I don't have to shift.
I don't know.
I think it's coming my way.
Are you sure? I don't know. I don't know whether we will get it after that.
I'll wait 5 minutes, and if it's, I'll go at the drinks break.
Mm.
What are you looking at now? What? Did you pay Isaac to pay me? Yeah, didn't you?
It wasn't in the cards. 30 for none.
I bet you
Apparently.
messaged Isaac, didn't he? Isaac, he messaged you, didn't he?
I didn't message him.
Didn't you?
No.
No, you got that guilty look on your face.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I was the best all-rounder in cricket today. Going 63 not out against India in 2018 was the last time he really got a good score as well, says John Cats fan. That's going to go for 4 runs. And I was at first look at 12th. I've never on this pitch as well, says Trucking Down Under. Well, that one. 12th for the over. Okay, I'm liking the optimism in that one. Look at that picture of Isaac with the guitar. It's very professional looking, isn't it?
Oh, that's pretty cool, eh? How long you had that picture, Isaac? He almost looks, yep. I'm just trying to think who he looks like there.
It looks like one of the older musicians, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Bruce Springsteen. No. That's the best all-rounder in cricket today is Zach Crawley. Says Gareth, and also we have got their Wednesday tomorrow, yes. Says Reed, it is indeed hit to the leg side. There's going to be another 4 runs and just not getting a right back Cummins. 2 boundaries in a row off him. He doesn't look too happy at the moment after that one. And Zach doesn't really bowl.
No.
He's always in the slips.
Yeah.
Says Sebastian.
I was wondering that.
Because I guess, yeah, you can't really, can you count a keeper and a batsman keeper as an all-rounder? Not really, can you?
Not really. I think
wicket keeper.
Wicket keeper have their own group, don't they?
They're special.
They are special.
And it's a no ball. 9 runs off 1 ball here for Pat Cummins. And all round in there. And Dan Lawrence picks up a few wickets though, says Sebastian.
Does he get any runs though?
I know David Milan's actually a good shout. Oh! Okay, didn't get the edge. Also, Hamish was the most strict teacher at school. I probably can't name them.
No.
I wouldn't think. That would get me in trouble. Strictest teacher though. Strictest.
Just say the subject.
I'm trying to think of who was actually like strict. Like we didn't really, good. Yeah, we didn't really have anyone who was like really just like do it. No, I think we were all good.
If you didn't do it, you didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, not really. I just did it, didn't I? So
yeah, you did. You were
easier.
You were a good boy at school, weren't you? And that's the way you should be at school. Always be good at school. It helps later on in life.
Does it?
Yeah.
I haven't left the house yet.
Normally it helps later on in life.
See, if I had done bad in school, maybe I wouldn't be allowed to live here.
Yeah, I would have kicked you out.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you actually though?
Yeah. Cool. You got to be cruel to be kind. Yeah. Got to teach you a lesson.
Currently 39 runs on the board.
You're not going to test that theory though, are you?
I could try it.
Yeah. One day you won't show up for the live stream because you got kicked out of home.
I have to do it from outside of the window because you'll be being cruel.
You have to do it on your phone.
You're just walking the streets watching the rugby. And also,
doesn't look like my beer's coming in.
No, I'll get it for you at the end of this one.
I'll get it.
But maybe I want to get it.
But it's harder for you. You've got to jump over me.
That is slightly
probably
true.
Won't look that flash on live TV.
Definitely not with my shorts.
No,
they're just normal length shorts. But and good of you, Vice Hamish. It's weird because ever since Hamish, he said, "I was quiet at school. I have it's weird." It's on there says Geelong, and that one, yeah. Like I didn't used to say any words, not very often.
No.
I mean, I don't shut up.
Teachers would be very surprised at what you do now. I'm picking 90% of them would be.
In fact, if you were to say in the classroom, right, pick the one who does like commentary and whatnot, I don't think I would be the one that they would pick.
No. Who was the talker in your class?
Oh, a whole heap of them.
Yeah, there were a few.
George.
George.
Off the edge. Goes straight out to the fielder, Cam Green. He's done nicely to stop that one. Currently 8.4 overs down. Pakistan actually scoring at 5 and over almost. So does that mean? No, still no. I was Hamish, ring your teachers. I don't really have too many of their numbers. I think I've got 2 of their numbers, 1 of their numbers.
Oh,
yeah.
How come?
Just for fun. No, for through sport.
Sport.
Yeah.
I was going to say it wouldn't be through anything else.
That you know of.
Even I haven't got their numbers. Didn't need them though. We went on a, direct line.
No,
we didn't need to be.
And I learnt to be a gun card player at school as well. She's trucking down under. What's your card game of choice? Which one would you go with?
Yeah, we used to play a lot of cards at school too.
Were you a blackjack kind of cool? Kind of cool?
More black something. You're not to say the word. Yeah, sort of. Not poker. We didn't play poker and that, but it was more 500 and all that sort of thing.
Pick up sticks. No, not pick up sticks. Sorry, there's a different one. What's the one? Skipbo. No, not Skipbo. Do you like Skipbo? Skipbo's fun.
We didn't have Skipbo back then.
No. Jenga.
No, we didn't have that back.
This
was a few years ago, Hamish.
What am I thinking of? The guy. Oh, Snap. That's the name that I'm after.
Yeah, no, we didn't play that.
It's just an excuse to slap someone's hand, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
To enforce violence. Also, any game as long as beer is involved, says Trucking Down Under.
Yeah, poker.
Imagine a virtual poker night or something with subscribers. That would be kind of fun.
It would be.
In fact, that would be very fun. A virtual blackjack table. So I'm dressed as the dealer. And then everyone goes I would like to.
That's encouraging betting.
No, we won't bet nothing. No money on it.
No money on it?
It's a nice shot there once again from Cat Cummins. Cat Cummins?
Shafiq.
Yeah, got that one wrong, didn't I? Hi, as I said, your truck of Interlicer, mate. Hope you're doing well. And also, ring your teachers, says Jay. And also, George says Edward. That one, and we played lots of poker. Texas Omaha. No, Texas Hold'em. I can't read today.
No, you
And
can't.
Omaha. Didn't matter as long as someone lost their parents' money. Says Sebastian. I can imagine there would have been some big sweepstakes at your school.
Yeah.
In primary school, people giving up their shoes and literal lunches, their whole lunch, just to try and get themselves maybe a couple bucks back. Kind of a nice little rotation. We're almost at 10 overs already.
Wow.
But I believe they will have a drinks break at the end of this over, which is going to be your Heineken drinks break.
Yeah, well, my barman's.
That's all right.
Me.
That's all right. Hello, George, as well. There's Sebastian. Hey, Sebastian. There's George there as well.
That was quick, wasn't it?
He's quick boys, George.
Yeah.
Speaking of quick, we've been quickly setting up the studio, haven't we? Getting it all sorted out. So we are ready to go. Me and George, we're going to have some more content coming very soon on the Kiwi Lads Sport, Kiwi Lads Gaming, Kiwi Lads Reacts. Maybe might even get a little bit of an appearance.
What?
Got one video on there. Probably should have more. They are just showing the way he was dismissed. He just did it straight up in the air for Shafiq. Did end up getting 44 runs off 105 deliveries. Straight up. And taken by Cummins for that one. They need the wickets though here, Australia, don't they?
Oh.
There's spin.
Yeah, there is.
There is spin there. Also, we played Texas Hold'em a lot in there.
We quite enjoyed that game, didn't we?
There's one on PlayStation 2, Poker Stars. I think it was called, or something like that. Or Texas Hold'em or something along those lines.
Yeah, it was one of the two.
And you could literally, it used to have all the professional players in the game, and it was just awesome.
It was.
Right, I'm on it. That is going to be the end of the over. 10 overs down, and it is 44 for none. Drinks break. Do you want to go and grab yourself your Heine? That sounded weird. Heineken. I'll hold your headphones. Cheers. Hi, everyone. How are you? I'm doing very well. I hope everyone else is well as well. Many wells in that one. But currently, Pakistan, that hasn't updated for a wee while, has it? Nothing on 44 for none after 10 overs. And currently we are waiting to see if there's any chance of a result in this match. There's a chance we could go to a draw, though. How much of a chance, Mumsy?
Point. Oh, a draw.
Yeah.
98% chance.
98 from me Mumsy. And we trust me Mumsy.
Yeah.
Because she has a Heineken in hand.
I wouldn't.
You're sitting on your cable. There we go. All right, you ready for the second hour?
Oh, maybe it's better than the first.
Oh, brutal. Brutal.
Right.
And also, we've got How's it as well. And now, welcome in, says Sebastian. But welcome in, David and Mold. Hope you are doing well, mate. Currently, we are just waiting to see if there's any chance of anything other than a result, or other than a draw, I should say. But currently, I'd say if we do end up getting, let's say, it probably needs to be 2 or 3 wickets at least in this last hour of this session anyway,
Hey,
or a whole heap of runs.
I've sort of looked likely, but not really.
So what are you going to do with the rest of your evening if it does look like a draw?
Watch a bit of Netflix.
Watch a little bit of Netflix. We've finished 4 or 5 episodes of Afterlife so far. Somewhere around there. We're getting through it.
Yeah. It's pretty heavy going, though, isn't
It is a bit.
Yeah. You sort of shouldn't watch it while you're eating tea.
Currently, they are teaching us football. You're going to be joining me for the Football World Cup.
No, I don't know any of the players.
And it's also at 3 a.m.
Yeah, no, definitely not then.
That's all right. Cricket World Cup, though.
Yeah, it is going to be at a reasonable hour, isn't it?
Will it be in Australia? Mate?
Depends how many night games.
I think they've got some of them confirmed for times. I'm going to have another look. Cricket World Cup 2022. Do you ever feel like you're typing in slow motion?
Yeah.
Like that seemed like it was a lot of effort.
It did, didn't it?
Those Afterlife is pretty good. I love Joe Wilkinson in there. Do you know who Joe Wilkinson is? He's Postman Pat.
Oh, yeah. He's a bit of a funny bugger, isn't he? Better not say too much more.
Currently, Pakistan leading
I like
by 61.
When the other guy sent the postcard to him.
And what did that postcard say?
Oh, I can't remember. It was a bit rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was always rude.
Okay, so it's going to be at 9 p.m. as the later games, and the early games will start at 5 p.m. for the Cricket World Cup.
Oh.
5 p.m., 9 p.m.
With that. As long as the 9 p.m.'s the Friday and Saturday.
Saturday, 8 p.m. New Zealand versus Australia from the SCG.
Or Saturday. What? Saturday the
22nd of October.
Oh, no, that'd be Labour weekend too.
Is it?
Yeah, around about then.
Is that when everyone goes into Labour?
No, it's just called Labour weekend.
I'm sure there'll be a reasoning behind it, wouldn't there?
I'm sure there is, but I never looked into it. It was just another Monday off.
And also, funny question. Suppose if there is a match between our planet and another planet, which best playing 11 would you pick from all countries and captain as well? Says Naveen. We actually answered that on the Ashes, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought you did.
I think me, Sebastian, who else was there for it? I know that we had a couple other regulars. I think David might have been here. Jane might have even been here as well. Truckin? Was Truckin here? Maybe. And also the World 11 conundrum again. As well as this, Dan and Hamish Mum, did you ever see a Postman Pat as a child? And this is Geelong Cats fan.
I'm probably oh no, that is quite an old program, isn't it? I did, probably more so when the kids were younger, not when I was.
What was his cat's name?
I don't know, Ralph?
Ralph the cat.
No, I don't know.
Got a ring to it. It's got a name, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Rosie? No.
That'll be in a bloody pubs quiz one day. What was Postman Pat's
Snowball?
cat?
Snowball? No, that was the one of Simpsons.
Yeah, I think so.
Postman Pat and his black and white cat named
George.
George?
I don't know.
And also, what format is Elsie's Gareth? That is another good question. I assume we're going test match format. for that one. Pat Cummins currently had a very expensive start. His innings here, 10 runs off the first over, 3 dot balls though, and they need to find Pakistan and Bangladesh. Or they need to find Pakistan and Bangladesh test matches from this venue for 2 to 3 years for this style pitch. Only like 5 wickets and induced by bowlers and 4 days of action as well. Says Guy Broom there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the ODI and T20s because I think they are both from this location. And it does mean we're going to get to see probably quite a few runs. I would think more than likely. Currently, Shafiq sitting on 21 off 34. Imam Al-Haq sitting on 23 of 31. Host and Pat and his black and white cat named, what is the cat's name? It's something. I'm going to have to Google it. The cat was Jess in there. I wouldn't have guessed Jess.
No, I wouldn't have guessed Jess.
I was saying, what did I say? Not that. Did you watch Pingu as a child?
Only when you kids were watching it.
Pingu's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I was like, Jess is the cat, says Jay, and I was like, oh, yeah, I've got there. Can you please read my last message? I got a postcard to do. Do you want to get some quick question here, rugby guy? And that you got a postcard. Oh no, I think that will be podcast, isn't it? So I guess you could ask, who is it, Brandon, that's going on? That's a good ball. Because that would depend on the question, I guess. And also if Australia wanted to not force a result, Smith, Green and Cummins would have gotten out. Says Kai Broom there. So yeah, they would have just waited a little bit longer, probably spent another 10 or so overs just working away. They wanted to propel it forward. Now, Pakistan, I mean, they're going at 4 runs and over here, which isn't too bad. If they had gone at 4 runs and over for that first innings, perhaps this could have been a whole different test match. Hazelwood currently, he's got an economy of 1. Doesn't really go for too many runs too often, Josh Hazelwood. I always say Joss because Joss Butler. And then I say Josh for Joss because Josh Hazelwood. Are you confused?
No.
Okay. That's good. Also would have just padded that away. And there it says Guy Broom. And also, I'm not going to say but you have to see a video as well. Says Brandon there. Okay. So his favourite Super Rugby team. That's probably a nice, easy question. Something along those lines will be good. But Stark currently, he's gone for 5.5 per over. Nathan Lyon, 10 runs of his 3. Got a few men down around the bat. Down the ground, Pat Cummins trying to fling it in to the strikers in there. It's a large yawn.
Well, it's pretty exciting, isn't it?
I mean, they're scoring at a decent rate. It's just, know that it doesn't
it's not going
mean
anywhere.
anything, unfortunately.
No.
250s, though. Could be on the cards.
Yeah.
Use of the feet. Hit it down the ground nicely, and that will be going all the way for 6. Okay. Interesting. How many runs do Pakistan want? Because you probably wouldn't play that shot unless you were looking to possibly either just go after the bowler or...
No, you're just trying to put lines off. You don't let lines dictate to you.
It's a nice shot on that. Straight down the ground. Probably about 75, 80 metres on those lines. But Amal Al-Haq now advancing once again. Hitting it out through cover, and that will be going down for just a single there. Current run rate 4.5 for Pakistan. So theoretically, if they want to bowl out Australia again, you probably need yourself up to about maybe leaving about 40 overs for Australia. Maybe 50 if you do feel confident, but I don't think you can leave 50. I think you're probably only going to leave them a session. So there you go. Kyle Rahul, Usman Khawaja, Kane Williamson, Joe Root, Steve Smith, Johnny Bairstow, Ahmed Rizwan, Sheehan Afridi, Pat Cummins, Ashwin, and Jimmy Anderson. Probably can't really argue with that one too much. Sounds like you want to argue with that one. Who you want to take out?
Are we going on form this year, or are we just form overall?
You want to get rid of Bairstow, don't you?
No, Jimmy Anderson.
Jimmy Anderson. Well, it depends on condition, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. I mean, are you going on career figures, or are you going on a particular season, or are you just overall?
And also, how much gravity is involved. You know, how do you play cricket in zero gravity? Very slowly, I would think. I'm going Conway for a hole. Is on there, says Guy Burns. Oh, opening with Conway.
No, Labuschagne.
No Labuschagne in there. But that's the thing. Picking players for 3, 4, 5 is almost near impossible.
It is, isn't it? You could almost pick anyone and they'd all do the same job.
Oh, there you go there. What? No Warney, no Gilly. And there's that says Jay. I think it is
Just
current player. I mean, all-time 11 would be very tricky, wouldn't it?
You'd have a couple of good ones though.
Tendulkar.
Yeah.
You'd have to go with him. Lara's in there. Test bowling. Richard Hadley.
Oh, you'd have to go Hadley.
You probably chuck someone for Australia in there as well in the lineup.
Who are you going to pick? Glenn McGrath, probably.
Yeah. McGrath, Hadley, spin bowler, and Warne.
Yeah, you'd have to go Warne, yep.
If you want an off spinner as well, would you go Merrilla for him? Or would you go with someone else?
No, you just one spinner.
Just one spinner because we're playing on another planet.
Yeah.
As Indian, we always support Australia. And there says RJ, and also I'd say more current form, and also RK and Stark in Cummins out. As else says Jay, current form. Mitchell Stark doing very nicely for himself in the Ashes.
No, Hazelwood.
No. See, Sheehan Afridi, depending on conditions, can sometimes not go great, but then saying that he's got a great Yorker that throws a lot of people off. And Labuschagne for Bairstow, Slot Williamson down to 6. So, says Guy Broom, and also we've got actually Marnus instead of Smudge. And there, so that is Marnus rather than Steve Smith. And also, are you excited for season 2? It's going to be today. I got COVID. We do in April. As on there, says Brandon. Okay, so it is going to be delayed just a little bit, but make sure you are fully recovered for trying to do too much. Because I know that one thing they say is fatigue is a big thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Mitch Sweepston, they're just showing him and Ashton Agar, who is going to be able to maybe get themselves an opportunity for the next match. Very even.
Well, yeah. Do you change the team if it's a draw? Well, it's going to be a draw. So do you change the team? Because you didn't win.
You didn't lose either.
But you didn't get anywhere.
Yeah. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because it's still very much a chess match, you know?
Yeah, we'll see.
But there's no chess being played. It's like a chess match without pieces. You know that it's going to end in a draw because no one can find a piece / wicket. It's like playing hide and seek with 2 people hiding, but you're only playing with 2 people.
I watched a video the other day of a kid went and hid. They were hiding behind the couch, but the couch was in the open. So as this guy walked in, she was just lying there. In full view, but she thought she was hiding. So, yeah. I mean, I think the kid would have only been about 5, if that. Sorry, I look funny. Been some funny videos lately. You
showed me the one grabbing the garage door as it went
I thought
up.
that was so funny.
And also Shane, I got a state funeral in Melbourne. Could be at the MCG. They say shows how much he means to Australia. I mean, he was probably the first player that went like global outside of cricket type thing, wasn't he? Like the people who he was with at times, who he was hanging out with, like he was probably the first mainstream cricketer. Scott Boland currently, his first class career. They're saying maybe he could be an option. And also got a new video coming on more, Brandon. You have to see it going to be great video as well, says Brandon. Yeah, for that one. But currently, anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. There you go. Closing in on 10,000. We're sitting on a total of only 24 away.
Oh, so you haven't changed?
Not a huge amount. But that's kind of good because I haven't got the video prepared yet. Because I got to go through probably like about 2,000 videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to find the ones that I'm after.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That'll take you months.
Well, I take care, trucking as I says Jay, and also have a good night time to get moving again. Says trucking down under, so drive safe.
See you later.
And we'll see you later on. And also, I think Pakistan is trying to set a target and expecting a result. Your opinion, says Naveen. I do like the fact that they're going at about 4 or 5 and over here. Seems like they are going to be able to continue hopefully scoring some decent runs because they've got the power and they've also got the middle order who are pretty much all short format specialists.
Mm.
You know, we'll have to wait and see maybe. And also Shane signed my cricket bat. Years ago, he signed his autograph for all other fans around me as well. Says Bob Jobs there. Take care, truck, and says Sebastian.
Yeah, he was that sort of bloke, wasn't he?
And also, who wins says soon. At this stage, a draw is about 98% likely, but we're still hopeful. I'm still hopeful.
That's a draw.
Still hopeful. I'm going to check the odds. See how they are sitting.
Because you reckon at lunchtime they'll look at the odds and go, oh, hang on. They only think we're going to draw here. Let's go for it, eh?
Not so much. I'm just, just curious about how it sits.
Yeah.
It's currently a little bit of a fun fact. Nicely bold. Pakistan are paying $100. Australia paying $34, and the draw is actually still paying $1.01, so you can put money on them. Which for the draw, which is pretty incredible at this point in time. But Pakistan to pay $100. They were paying $171. It's gone down, which means there's a chance.
Oh, there's always a chance, but not today.
Well,
unless something dramatic happens. Someone gets imagine if one of the Aussies got a hat trick. That could change the game.
A hat trick or a quick fire 100 or a 50 from one of the Pakistan batsmen. 100 or 50 balls.
Oh. Well, it won't be one of these two then.
No, have to get going for that one. I was like, I got to say at the start to be in 15, and as I was saying, former England captain did say that about Warney, he would never, or how he would never ignore a fan, as well. He would always take the time to sign something or take a photo as well.
Yeah.
See Sebastian there.
Because there's not too many of them around at times.
No. I guess that's one thing that's kind of missing from current cricket just because of restrictions and everything. You don't really get that fan interaction anymore, do you?
No.
Like even players like on the boundary rope aren't allowed
to
sign anything because you're not allowed to go near people, and like it's just weird. And Warner, Sharma, Labuschagne, Smith, Root, Williamson, Punt, Jadeja, Cummins, Bolt, and Wood.
Wow.
As well, Ketchum. It didn't quite carry. Nathan Lyon also draw for Shane. Says NZ guy there, and also he is an All Black as well. There's Brandon. There you go. That was close to Corden Bowl, but it does bounce half volley to Nathan Lyon. There was almost a bit of ball on ball action, wasn't there?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
No.
The cricket. Oh, no. I was going to describe it in depth, but
no. Your mother's sitting beside you.
Yeah.
Do that when I'm not sitting beside you.
Apparently. 56 for none here for Pakistan. Once again, a great opening partnership.
Yep.
It was a very frustrated yep, wasn't it?
Well, in a way, you want to see runs. In a way, you want to see wickets. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like it's only Marnus who would get excited when Nathan Lyon kicks the ball back and it just misses the stump. And he goes,
when it was over.
I think that looks like Marnus Labuschagne having a bowl. I think that's what I saw there.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he was getting the run-up marked out.
Yeah, but
Alex Carey putting the helmet on.
I think he was doing that before.
Pat Cummins. He's going to be bowling. Why does... Oh, that's about Pad Man. We just both end up going into a deep trance of listening.
And then go.
I thought he was going to say something
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't, unfortunately.
Like someone swearing at someone or giving someone a hard time or something.
What would your best line if you were out there and you were trying to rattle the batsman without swearing at him? Oh, that's at the glove. Oh, it's gone over the top of Alex Carey, and the luck is just not in this one by the looks of it. Also, you're going to hang on back as well, says Indian Vlogger. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing well, but that one smacked him on the finger, I think, for Imam Al-Haq. He has gone down and does not look too happy with that one. I mean, from that reaction, you'd say that it came off something there. Do you remember that? Do you remember? I do indeed. Oh, forearm.
No,
forearm. So that wouldn't have been out.
That's wrist. That's gone. Oh no! Is that-
Actually hitting the right.
Oh.
This is a quiz for you because do you remember?
No, I don't.
No?
Nah.
That would have hit him close to his radical.
Oh, good on him.
His radical bowl or bone in his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that stage, I don't believe he would have had it crossed over, which would have made it the plumial, I believe.
Oh.
I think it's a plumial on the other side. And also, I guess you guys are supporting Australia, isn't? As well as his Indian flight? Not really. We're still pretty impartial with that one. And you can tell the batsman, or just tell the batsman to go eat watermelon as well. Says Gareth. It's a good point. Who doesn't love a bit of watermelon, eh?
Mm.
Okay, it looks like we've got a little bit of attention for that arm of Imam.
It cracks me up because they sort of poke and prod and go like that. Does that hurt?
Yeah, it's never nice, is it?
No.
Like, you just want them to spray your arm and that's all.
Yeah, not touch it.
But they go, is this painful? Is that painful on your forearm that's just been smacked?
Oh, it must be free to school kids, is it?
Maybe.
Last day.
Currently, the Pakistan women's side, they were actually able to almost no. I realise that's 22 overs, not 22 balls. So it is going to be Australia women's side who will be able to win that one, probably with about 15 overs left. They are certainly the side to beat in the Women's Cricket World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got 30 minutes left of the session. Is there another one on the cards? No. It also it looks like a draw, maybe, as I says, David. It does seem like it's relatively likely. I guess we are just asking the big question of how long do we go for? Because the thing is, once we get to that last session, I think it's going to be very repetitive in terms of it's going to be block, lock, block, leave, block, maybe hit it for a single.
Good luck with that last session.
Yeah. So we're going to wait and see how it goes. We might end up doing this session and then some of the second, and then possibly finishing off the second one, and then from there, just calling it a night, just because if it is going to be repetitive, it's always hard coming up with new cricket commentary for a test match, isn't it?
Especially when it's going nowhere. You could play your quizzes again.
We could have another go once we get into the lunch break.
Yeah.
Lunch break's only 30 minutes, so we'll see how we go. For fifers.
No.
Fifers, I think we'd nail. Cricket wickets. Most wickets taken. That's a good over, or a good shot, sorry. Whipped it a deep. It looks like an Ashton Agar. It was.
It is.
It was a good shot from Shafiq there to get himself the single. Back Cummins, he's gone for a lot of runs so far. That's too comfy. If I stay back there, I will literally probably end up dozing off. Gonna lean forward.
Recliners, so I can put my feet up.
I mean, I could try it. And also, we have got that Gary has said, lol, it's a yawn fest. You start yawning, I start yawning, says Gary. Yeah. I think it's because, like, as nice as it would be to see a result, you just know deep down it's a draw. Yeah. But I don't want it to be a draw. I want to see some late excitement.
Oh, no, not quite.
Was that genuine? Or? No.
And also, if you're still awake.
We've got draws, season over, and also cheers, son, and up myself. Into there. It looks like a draw, maybe, says David the Mod. Yeah. Does seem relatively likely.
Oh, don't start.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to. No. It just happens sometimes, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Right. Let's start doing a sweepstake. It's the leg side. If Pakistan get themselves or lose a wicket before reaching 100 runs, I will cook your tea tomorrow night because I haven't got any live streams.
Haven't you?
No. I'll cook your tea tomorrow night.
Jeepers. We're having a roast though.
That's a problem. I'll just give you some money. I can't think of anything else that I've got, really.
Jeepers.
Yeah. We need something, don't we? We need a wicket. I think modern cricket teams give more results, wins compared to previous Test playing nations. Your opinion? I think they have, with the Test championship points as well being brought in. I think it does mean that sides do push a bit harder.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't too keen on waving, was he?
Oh, there's the man with the food behind him, though.
Mm.
Notice how quickly he sat down, but didn't quite get there.
That was a lot of food.
It was.
They're almost.
I wonder what was in them. Is it burger and chips?
It might be burger or maybe kebab and
Oh,
chips.
kebab and rice.
Rice, a little bit of rice. That's a nice shot there from Shafiq, straight out to the man, a deep square leg. And Ashton Agar for the one. And also we have got there, do you make a good shepherd's pie, says Gareth.
No.
I prefer, is it cottage pie? Because it's got pastry. Or is shepherd's pie pastry?
Oh, I don't.
No, actually, I think it's, shepherd's
Is
pie
it
is
cottage
pastry.
pie with spud on top?
Yeah.
And shepherd's pie
With pastry.
might be the pastry.
Okay,
one,
I like the pastry one better because I like pastry.
Yeah.
I got some pastry out there.
It's not something anyone's ever requested, so no.
No. Stock standard hot chips will do.
Store bought.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan leading by 77. And like they're saying, the only pressure that Pakistan would have been under here is if they lost quick wickets. Due to the fact that they did not, it does mean now that as we continue to move our way through this test match, we've actually only got probably another 70 overs left.
You reckon that many?
I want to say that many, and I hope there's that many.
Oh.
How did that miss? Oh, that was harder.
I was going to say, what'd you do that for?
That was quite solid. I haven't headbutted anything in a while. I thought I had like more flesh on that part.
No. You have a big mark on there. Oh, it did.
It did end up missing. There was a red mark. How that miss?
You got a big red mark.
Yeah.
I told you would.
Also, chicken wrapped in pastry times too. As well, says Gary there. Oh, chicken pie. Or even just chicken wrapped in bacon as well.
Oh, yeah. They used to do that quite nicely at one of the restaurants here. I don't know if they still do it, but
kind of feel like sausage rolls now.
Yeah, there's some in there.
Exciting stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a bit of a.
Yeah.
I thought I had more flesh here.
No, you always bruise.
Where is the stuff? Where is the juice on there?
I don't know.
The goop, you know?
You want Dad to put the oven on?
No. I'm sticking it out longer for this test match. We're going deep into it.
No, yeah. No.
And neither are pasty. One's beef, the other's lamb. Neither have pastry. Okay, I prefer a mince pie. Because at least it's got the pastry on it.
Okay.
Gotta have pastry with a pie, don't you?
Yeah.
A pie without pastry is just a bake. It's just a bake, you know? But then, you call it a pasta bake if they have pasta in it, but it doesn't. So it's just a bake.
Just mince.
It's just mince with potato on top, cooked. Okay, tearing up. There's adoption papers there as well. There says Gareth.
Oh, you get that.
That's all right.
Who's adopting who?
I don't know. Am I getting
Are you getting adopted out?
Maybe. Yeah, unfortunate, wouldn't it? Well, it depends on, is your Wi-Fi good?
Where's he live?
South Africa.
Oh, it's a long way away, though.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, well, see you later.
Cheers. Chug, 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 chug. Way! Smash it on the head. Imagine if that's how the live streams actually went. I was just like, this is my mum, ladies and gentlemen, and you just shotgun a beer and then just smash it against your skull.
Hello, everyone. That's not a good example, Hamish.
No, it's not. Drink responsibly, kids and adults. Marnus Lewishan. Can he get no runs scored off him?
Mm-hmm.
Or will he get a wicket? Please get a wicket. Just a wicket, you know? We want a wicket. And also buy him off to play tennis. Smart man.
Have a good game. Quite enjoyed my tennis back in the day.
Mhm.
Used to be quite good, if I had to say so myself.
She was the champion, ladies and gentlemen. It is quite purple.
Let's have a look. Oh, you'll learn.
Yeah.
The hard way, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was hard. Oh, might have sold this.
Yeah, we haven't changed that wall yet.
No, we had to make it something softer.
Yeah, it would be a wee bit.
Okay. This angle from Marnus in Australia works quite well. So I like this. I like this a lot.
I like this a lot. Who says that?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest.
I like a lot.
I like a lot.
I like a box of chocolate. You know what you'll get.
Jenny.
Today. Right.
Sorry.
Here we go. Marnus put it on his stumps nicely. Bowled. See, it
It
goes
does
from
bowl
quite
pretty
wide.
quick.
And also he gets a little bit of the round arm.
Oh,
Just dislocate my shoulder. She's
Yeah.
right. He goes round arm rather than straight up and down.
Mm.
I feel like he's the opposite of a Rashid Khan
Mm.
in the way that he goes.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Jim
he
Carrey.
He did say that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Which one will we think? What saying?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Ah. I was just thinking of put the Barney back in the box, but that's Con Air, isn't it?
That's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Great movie.
It's decent. Put the Barney back in the
What
box.
do you mean decent? Okay, if you like that sort of thing.
And also Dumb and Dumber. And there as well says Jay Hayes. Do you
Mm.
enjoy those movies? You're not really, you're like a 50-50, aren't you? You like them, but you think they're silly.
Well, I used to watch those. What was those early days? The plane crashes, the stupid ones with there was always a crash landing, and who was in it?
The Grammys.
He used to take the piss out of everything. It was, I can't remember what the movie was called. It might have been Airplane or something. 1, 2, or 3 or something. They had Captain Kirk there, one of them, and the guy in the tower. Oh, what were they called?
Good rip on that one.
Probably an Airplane.
And also
they were really stupid movies, but you had to watch them.
Do you think any single bowler who can take 10 wickets in an innings? Anil Kumble did it against Pakistan. I'd say yeah. Ajaz Patel. I think he's probably got one in him at some stage.
Oh,
That's close. That's close. They'll go upstairs. You got to go upstairs for that. Although it would be spinning a lot as well. Do they want it? You got to go for it. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, Pat. He's done it.
Yeah, Kerry was go for it.
I was like 10 Bowden, 11 Clark, 12 to us, Sheik Rico, Geordie, or Will Jordan, sorry, and Geordie. How's this? Says Dan. It looks like a pretty strong backline. It's a lot of blues in there. That's for sure. You got yourself your Bowden, your Clark, your Roger Tuivasa, Sheik and Rico.
Why would
Is that all blitz?
Tuivasa's shit be there? Has he really earned his spot there yet?
Not quite,
Just
but
because of
one,
who he is.
one day.
Bloody thingy bob all over again, isn't it?
Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, that one was missing the stumps by quite a bit, unfortunately. So Elliot was close. You know, it was worth a shout. It's just, unfortunately, he needed to bowl the wrong one. He didn't have a wrong one.
Mm.
He's still trying to find it.
Yeah.
See whether or not you got it. Yeah, no, that's missing. That's missing. That's probably missing by about 3 stumps.
It is the airplane. So.
Airplane and Airplane 2.
2. Yeah. Geez, they were stupid movies. Because, the big Abdul Jabbar or whatever.
Oh, he's that basketballer, isn't
yeah,
he?
he was in it. And there was just some Lloyd Bridges. It was just one of the stupidest movies around. But you had to watch it. Oh, is the airplane movie okay for kids? It might be a bit scary for really young kids, but in ways a horror movie. Was it a horror movie? I thought it was comedy.
Correct. Outside a line, and that is going to be review retained. What? Wait, review retained? Surely not. Australia don't get to keep that. Australia review retained.
Why?
I have no idea. Okay,
No.
Rob Key also is saying he's not sure if that's right. Because, yeah. Everyone on the commentary is just saying, why do they retain?
Yeah.
Very confused at why that is. I assume they'll take it off Australia.
Review lost.
Okay,
Yeah.
now it's updated it to the review loss. That makes more sense. Currently 17 minutes left of this first session, ladies and gentlemen. Pakistan sitting 66, 17 minutes.
Okay.
Review loss. There we go. Now they've updated it to say the right one.
Because how can you retain that? I haven't had anything.
Marnus, he's
Marnus,
disappointed.
You thought you were a bit better than that.
You're talking trash.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, he got 90 runs.
I've only got 17 minutes left.
Not joining me for the first hour of the next one.
Not at all.
Not even for another beverage.
No.
An umpire's call. It wasn't even an umpire's call. It was just directly outside. And I was thank you for putting it out there. And thank you, Mum. At least you do. As I says Gary there and at the chat.
No worries.
Yeah. It's good to have you on the live streams. Like, that's the thing. She won't be here for probably if we do England versus West Indies. Anything along those lines, because that starts at 3 a.m.
No.
She might pop in for a morning one if I do end up doing one of those. I think if I'm not wrong, that starts tonight. But the England versus West Indies, although we won't be covering the first couple days, unfortunately. Just because sleep.
Yeah, sleep comes first at times, doesn't it?
Only when there's no sport on, eh?
Just as well don't come home and wake you up then.
Oh. Once again, fielded nicely by Cam Green. Yeah, that would suck. That would suck big time. Definitely when I'm up till like, I guess sometimes 11 a.m. or 12. Then I get like 2 hours of sleep. Which wouldn't be too ideal. But yeah, 7 hours, 15 minutes time to the West Indies versus England first test match does take place. The next game between Pakistan and Australia, that is going to be on the 12th of March. That will be starting at 6 p.m. So that is in 4 days' time that we do get to see them go at it once again from a different location. I should mention, don't panic. It's in Karachi for this one. And that should mean we get some sort of maybe result. England getting a hiding as well. Says Gareth there. I think they actually come in as slight favourites, England. Or slight underdogs, but it's very even currently on the way that the stats are saying. That one once again going to be nicely played. Oh, I have an idea, Mums there. Got this one here, right? 21 likes we are sitting on. Okay. If we hit 30 likes before the break, will you stick around for the first hour of the next session?
No. Do I have to?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not going to get 30 likes, though, are you? You've only got 22 watching.
We're 9 away, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already.
Everyone's already liked it.
That could be true.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like on that live stream. 30 likes. And my mums there will be staying for a bit longer. And we'll do a quiz at the lunch break.
No, I'm having tea.
Currently, Shafiq, 30 off 66. Mum Al-Haq sitting 33 off 43. That's the thing. It's currently actually pretty good batting from Pakistan. If this was day one, it would be a whole new story, I guess you could say. But it just currently isn't really propelling.
No.
I guess is the best way of looking at it. They were showing he's bowled one over, only went for one run.
They're getting a bit carried away, the crowd, aren't they?
13 minutes to the end of the session.
Yep.
It's looking pretty overcast at the moment. I'm just going to check if there's any chance of rain. Oh, yeah. Nicely bowled once again.
So does he bowl leg spin? Or is he off spin?
No, he's leg spinner.
A very quick leg spinner.
Okay, 10% chance of rain currently. And the sunset's going to be at 6:09 p.m., which does mean we're probably going to get through till, I'd say, 1:50 or so New Zealand time. a.m. If they play that late, that is. If they don't play that late, then it will actually only be going through till, I think, 1. 1:30, somewhere around there. It's again going to be hit down the ground. And that is just going to be... Oh. I think Pat Cummins hit a man. Did he hit a man, or was there just a little bit of a mix-up there? It's been called as not out, so that means they're going to be all right. They've won 1 series and 10 played in the West Indies games over the last 50 years. Oh, no. No. England going to face some Trinidad Express and Tobago Sixers, as well, says Gareth. So it's interesting that they are not huge underdogs in that case. I have to just put my inheritance on that one very quickly. I don't know. No. But test matches...
Don't rely on it.
Okay, England are $2 favourites compared to the West Indies $2.70, and the draw is $4.55. So, yeah, actually, England is the favourites. Here you go. Who would have thought it? I say hello, says Aussie Mozzie. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Hope you are doing well. Currently, we are just waiting to see whether or not we do get any wickets in this first session. I hope we do. I really hope we do. Yeah.
Is it looking like it?
No.
No.
Not really. Currently, I could do a couple quizzes.
You can.
Yeah. Nicely done. Australia, they did win up against Pakistan by 7 wickets. Do you know what I think we do? I think when the lunch break comes around, because this seems like it's going to be pretty even and going to continue at this pace for the later stages of the game. What we could do, right, and not on this road as well, says Aussie Mozzie, for that one, what we should do at lunchtime, right, rather than going to lunch straight away, we do the 5-wicket quiz, and then after that, we could call it a day.
Oh, okay.
Depending on whether or not it seemed like if we get a wicket here, of course, it might change it a little bit, but currently...
Yeah, it's not.
I'm still going to watch the game, but it's going to become very repetitive. And also, will be your choice. Number 1 batsman winning the matches. Number 2 bowlers winning the matches. I mean, bowlers winning matches is always very satisfying, but then so is a 6 off the last ball. So it's a tricky one.
Isn't it?
Both feel a lot of pressure. Bowlers probably, I would say, feel that little bit more. But then saying that, no, the batsmen probably feel quite a bit as well. But some batsmen would probably be great at handling pressure, whereas a bowler, like as a batsman, you can miss. As a bowler, you can miss, but you can also bowl it too wide, and then you have to bowl it again, but you've cost your team a run. But then saying that you don't want to be the bowler who costs us a super over, Tim Southey. Yeah.
What was wrong with Tim Southey?
Oh, he had a rough patch at one point. But then say that he was on hiding to nothing.
He was.
For it anyway. Poor fellow.
But he wasn't the right choice.
Nathan Lyon against Pakistan, 10 matches, 34 wickets, best of 5 for 69. Left alone outside of the off stump.
Went that way.
Did a little bit of extra turn on that one. Nathan Lyon now left alone outside of the off stump. We can do that all day. Just bowl it wide.
Sorry, are we supposed to be awake watching this?
Yeah. Australia now to win has actually gone up to $58.
Really?
So they were $28 yesterday.
Now
they're up to 58. I don't like cricket. I love it. As our English tour to the Caribbean is as good as the Ashes, says Gareth. And yeah, I wish it wasn't on at 3 a.m. because if it wasn't, I'm probably going to watch the full match replays during the day.
Can you imagine watching the 2020 in the Caribbean?
It'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be awesome.
The atmosphere at the ground when you got DJ Dwayne Bravo. That was a weird way of saying Bravo, wasn't it?
It was.
Just there, just hyping everyone up. And we hit down to Usman Khawaja at point. And once again, just taking the single. Nathan Lyon in his first-class career, 182 matches, 644 wickets with 23 5-wicket hauls. If you got one of those today, still probably wouldn't make a difference to the result.
No.
But I would like to see Pakistan bowl at the end of the day, but I don't see it happening.
No.
I think they just go, we'll bat, we'll take the draw, we'll go into the next game. I was saying that an 86-run lead isn't terrible at this point in time. Then you go into the break with another 8 minutes. Maybe they sit with a 100-run lead. You get halfway through that second session and start to really play it like a T20. Definitely if you're still none down. Work to the leg side. They want the single. They do get it as well. That ended up going straight to the keeper there for Cameron Green. Because if it did, that was a very impressive throw. Although I think it might have gone out to the side. End of the over. It is 69 for none. So you have a fun day at work?
No, that's all right.
It's all right? Good. Do you think you watch the cricket from work? You allowed to do that?
I'm allowed to do anything.
Is your boss watching?
No.
And I was like, Ravi, you said, welcome into the live stream. And still most likely a draw. Pakistan moving in a direction to possibly win Test Parsons premiers. So for me personally, I think, yes, the draw's still on there. But Pakistan, for me, are more likely to win this from here than Australia.
Oh, yeah.
I just have that slight feeling that Pakistan, if they do decide that they do want to send in the Australians, they'll put them in with a total that's going to be too tricky to be able to chase or really makes them have to attack. And then it's whether or not Australia are willing to take on that risk. And I was like, hello, there says Ravi. I hope you are doing well, mate. Currently, the KFC massive bucket, that's looking a little bit more warm. The question for me is that waterproof? Because every time it rains, surely they don't get a cover on that bucket in time. It's again going to be out down the ground. They want a quick single. That's going to be able to be it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Rob Key calling out KFC there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? That's...
But it's right. If you were playing a one-dayer, maybe one bucket, but as he said, a test match. You should have 7 or 8. Also, India best team as well, says Ravi. And like they're saying, it's actually at backward point as well. So it's one that's not really going to get hit too often. ODI, I'm excited to see whether or not it does get hit, though, if they still have it. If they've got all of the other, I guess, sponsorships that they have got. But Pakistan to win now is $121. Australia, $89. So that's changed pretty quickly just right then. The lead of 87 now. So out through cover. Almost through cover, but Warner able to field it there. At cover there. I said cover way too many times. And as we've got there, England lose. Root resigns. Collingwood gets fired. Key gets pink. Face angry. Same blames county cricket. Asherton. Asherton. Asherton, is that the name? Or is it Atherton? Atherton, I think.
We're talking different person. Comes back with a tan. West Indies fire coach. Captain anyway. Half the team quits, says Gareth. Sounds like an eventful tour, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Quite the party in the Caribbean. And also congratulations, Australia women's side. Our team for the ODI. That wasn't the best throw from Marnus.
No.
One more from Marnus here. We've still got probably 2 more overs left till we get to the tea break or the lunch break, in fact, which is going to be a 40-minute one. That one's going to be just work to the leg side for the dot ball. 70 for none now. So 1 run off that over of Lewis Shane. No, I think he was saying that Marnus might have been going up the middle of the pitch. It looks like a day 2 pitch. Maybe even day 1.
From here it does.
Like it hardly even looks like ripped. I'm looking at it down like that, and it's still a completely put together surface. And Jonathan says, Ollie, welcome in, Jonathan. And also, is it looking like a decimate draw, or is any team pushing a result? So Pakistan at the moment seem like they are the slightly more likely to get a result here. And now Australia's actually gone up to $106 to be able to get themselves a win. If anyone does win it, and anyone's got money on those, like you're making a lot.
Yeah,
but there's a reason you'd be making a lot.
Yeah, because the test match gone pear-shaped.
Fingers crossed, though, eh? See what else they got here for the odds and everything. Wicket taken in the 23rd over, $11. That one's paying. That's quite high. But then saying that, it is currently going there. And I was like, are you going to be up for it? And he says, Gareth, I wish I was going to be up to watch it live. I might end up catching the first session from my bed and then might end up going to bed after that just because it will be starting at 3 and I have to get up kind of early tomorrow, sadly. Yeah. Lineups announced for Super Rugby.
Oh.
And also, if it is raining, even though I don't think it will be, George might come around.
Okay.
LBW. Do you think it's possible? I think someone's going to be bold. Is my prediction. Like that. That one's going to be once again just blocked out. Surely there's a wicket. Surely there's one. And also to force the result. And what does Pakistan have to do to force the result? I would say best case scenario for them is they bat for another session, or maybe not quite a session, maybe about another half session to a session. Get as many runs as they can, get a lead of 200, and maybe a little bit more than 200, and then send Australia in for the final session of the day and need a miracle to be able to bowl them out. But you don't want to be Pakistan in this situation and put Australia in too early, because then it could get you into some trouble.
It could.
Because we know the class that the Australian batsmen do have. So Pakistan, they'll go draw or win. They will be the only two results that they're thinking of. Australia, if they get 10 quick wickets here, which is tough to do, if they get 10 quick wickets, that is their best bet of being able to win this one. But they still have to chase down 87 runs minimum at this point, which is actually a session's worth pretty much anyway.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a couple of the near impossibles. And I say, I best YouTube. I love you, bro. There's bro. We appreciate it, mate. We are back with plenty more cricket, plenty more rugby, plenty more sport in general in the future. And one day, I will stop wearing green headphones. But for now, this is the grass that is behind me. And that is the grass that is behind me. The interesting thing is, it's not even really green, is it? It's more of a yellow.
No.
But it just picks it up as green. I was about to see if they did the 200, did he open up with Warner or Carey, with Usman as well. I would go, for me, Alex Carey seems like a good option, but they might bring him in a little bit later. I wouldn't send Steve Smith out there, though.
No.
Because I feel like even though he'd like to be able to propel it forward, I don't think him wearing test match whites, he can physically do that. I think it's just kind of that mindset of, right, I'm in here. I'm just going to play and play and play. Minus, that's going to be a single once again. And also, we have got there who's the best looking cricketer, says Pace. I have to ask my mum for that one. Best looking fellow. Someone who you've been like, oh, he is a hunk of a man. Other than my dad.
I can't actually say that I've said that about any cricketer, I don't think.
Really? Whose face isn't terrible?
His face isn't terrible. I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head.
And also, Love India said, Pakistan is not brave enough to give Australia or give the chance to Australia. And yeah, I think they'll just say, well, we're happy with the 4 points for the draw. And we'll head into our next game. And we're down the Australian bowlers a little bit more tonight, which is why I believe they've gone Labuschagne in line. They don't want their pace bowlers ending up picking up any type of injury. And also Bangladesh flags from MD in that one. And also match draw test. You're still trying to think of a good-looking player.
Yeah, no one's sort of coming out there.
What about Chris Keynes? Because he kind of he done like in that picture that we had yesterday. He kind of looked like Dad, just a little tiny bit. No, that's going to be 4 runs. Nice shot. It's almost unexpected when we see boundaries now, isn't it? It was a nice shot from him. Al-Haku now moves up to 40 off 60 deliveries. And but what if it's a woman cricketer, Hamish, who you choose? I'll be honest, I haven't watched that many women's games of cricket, so I probably don't have much of a list of who to go off.
Oh, you guys are going on about an Australian sevens player, weren't you?
Oh, Charlotte Caslick. Yeah, the chat love her. They love her sometimes too much. Just ask Sebastian. Okay, that's going to be lunch now. 76 for none. And that's a win for the Aussies. There's Love India for that one. But now with the fact that we are going off the field, I am going to quickly put this down the bottom. We will go like that, and we will go like this. Pakistan are currently sitting 76 for none, and 23 runs, with it currently being lunch. There we go. Look at that, eh? Whoops. There we go. Look at that. Nicely done there. We'll stick that down the bottom of the screen. And also, we've got that Pat Cummins is pretty good. He is a very good player. And the Aussies having a memorial service for Shane Warne at the SCG. And I think they're going MCG, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
Possibly. And also MCG Cecil Robert there. So what we are going to quickly do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a quiz, close out this possible end of the live stream, just because this one, it seems like it's going to be Pakistan batting as long as they can, and then Australia getting a little tiny bit of time right at the end. Cricket bowlers will go. I'm hoping for a most wickets quiz. Cricket bowlers, that one's got 1 star, so that's not good. We'll go this one, best cricket bowlers. How many we got? We got 60. Okay. This is going to be the one that we do end up doing, ladies and gentlemen.
Am I typing?
Yeah, you're better at typing than yourself, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You got them quick hands. Okay. Go like that. Wait, there's only 10.
There's only 10.
Okay, that's not the one we want. One moment. We want one with a few more people, don't we? And also, I'm going to sleep. Abaya's Lara is a good player, yes indeed. And also, I'll be watching that, mate. And there it says David the Mob. Can you pick the cricket bowlers? I'm worried that it's only got 1 star. Leading Test cricket bowlers. Logic puzzle.
What does that mean?
No idea. But we'll go with it. Right. Okay, we'll go like this. We'll go like that. We'll go full screen. Who's this man? Go away. We'll go here. We'll
20
stop it.
minutes.
So there's plenty of time.
Holy shit.
And we go like that. Okay, so we'll quickly. They chose the MCG because he took his 700th wicket at the MCG in the Great Northern Stand. Becomes the SK Warne stand. Okay, so I'm not sure how this works, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to click play. How does this work for most? So I guess just keep on typing Hadley. Oh, okay, that was Botham. You tried Botha.
Yep.
Were you going Botham? Or?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, Hadley, I guess. How does this work? Hadley? 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 Okay. Leg spinners are
adjacent.
What? The leg spinners. What does this mean? I think it's like a puzzle. Warne. Okay.
South Africans are in column C as a man who dismissed me to complete a hat trick.
Oh, so this is like a actual quiz. So it's like a Cullis or something. Cullis. Like you got to do it in all Cullis. 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 They take any wickets. Also, we've got there. Can you tell me how many matches Australia are going to play in Pakistan? So they've got 3 Test matches. They have got 3 ODIs and then also 1 T20 stain in there. Yeah, so that would be stain here, isn't it? Okay, Dale stain, but it doesn't tell us this. But the South Africans are in column C. So that means maybe Philander? No. Who's another South African who took a lot of wickets?
Well, Donald did, but
do you want to try Donald in all of these? Okay. So.
Klusner. Oh, Pollock.
Okay. A man in column A has an alternative name. A man in column A has an alternative name. I think we need to zoom in a little bit more, don't we? Can you guys probably can't quite read that, can you? So what I'll quickly do is I'll zoom in more so you guys also have a chance of being able to read the clues that we have got. Right, we'll go like that. Okay, so we are currently, a man in column A has an alternative name. Ross Taylor?
No, these are bowlers.
Bowlers. Okay, I'm actually going to quickly go like this. And I'm going to zoom it out just a little bit more. So we've got a couple columns. So I don't know how you got E on both of them. You nailed that one.
I just wrote both of them.
So does that mean someone else's clue will be leading to E in both of them?
Maybe.
So top wicket takers around the world. McGrath. How you spell it? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to go Control V.
Yeah, Lily.
There he is.
Where is he? Yeah.
C3. Row 2 contains 4 bowlers who are the leading wicket takers for their countries. That's helpful. Okay.
Row
now,
2. So that's.
Someone said something earlier on.
Dalston, Richard Hadley.
About Myriliferin.
Sri Lanka. So that's.
So this is row 2 for B.
Oh, is it not row 2 for?
Oh, actually, no, it would be. So it could still be. So Hadley is our top.
Shane Warne for the Dale Stain.
So one of these two could be Myriliferin.
How do you spell it?
That's a tricky one.
Myriliferin.
Looks pretty good so far. Hey, who was India's top wicket taker?
Kapil Dev.
Nice. Hey, try bad luck as well. Copy and paste that everywhere. Josh as well in there from Josh. Welcome in, mate. Oops, can't show history. That's lucky. No, there's nothing on. Trying to work out whether or not there's actually a system how these all go. Ambrose, Marshall, and Holding and Walsh. Okay, Holding's got to be on there somewhere, doesn't he? But also Ambrose.
Ambrose, I think. Kirtley.
Okay, we'll go. Oh, I should have copied and pasted that, shouldn't I? Ambrose. I should have copied and pasted that, shouldn't I? This time I'll copy and paste it. First I will correct it. There we go. Right. Ambrose. 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 B. Where'd that go? Ambrose. Oh, it doesn't like when I click that one. Ambrose.
What are you doing?
Ambrose.
It's trying to do a quiz, but we don't know it. How we're doing it.
Oh.
It's like a riddle one. Like certain ones have clues.
Oh, I don't like this one.
Akram.
Akram, yep.
Knowing that you have to try and find where they go rather than it just saying, yes, you're right.
What does it say about it? Oh. What's the thing for the quiz?
Don't know.
Some of them don't have clues. Oh, wasn't Akram. Right. James Anderson is adjacent to 2 left-handed bowlers. 2 teammates of mine are in column B. James Anderson is adjacent
to 2 left-hand bowlers.
Two
Who's
teammates.
the two team? Right, who's in column B?
So Anderson's in one of them.
Colin B and both of them.
Bob Willis.
Bob Willis. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, Anderson
Well, you
has
go Stuart Broad, yeah.
but
For
Jimmy
Jay.
Anderson is in one of these as well.
Or is that the clue? Saying that Jimmy Anderson's adjacent to him. And also we got A. Craig as well, says it was Robert Flintoff. Freddie Flintoff. A good option. And also we have got the Pakistani. I was born in England. London, I like Australian cricket captain Pat Cummins. He is a very good player.
So does that mean Anderson's an A3 or A4 or something?
Yeah, I think he's in one of them.
Two
Names
teammates in column B. Do you want to try out Flintoff for this one? And then Flintoff for the bottom. A tricky one. This is like, you don't know where
Richard Hadley's look like. Kedich or whatever it was. What was his name? Andrew Buddy Kedich, is it?
I feel like we just give up,
England
don't we?
Huh?
England bowler? Andrew Kedich, was it?
Oh, the big
Richard Hadley's looking like.
Should I click give up?
yeah.
I'm curious to know whether or not they have. Oh, okay. They don't tell you.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, no. Just find one that you just put the names in.
Okay. We'll see what we got.
Yeah.
Top 25 batsmen and bowlers by format. Be a good one to close out on. We got 200 names
200.
in 20 minutes. You're ready to go.
Oh, so who we?
Oh, that's a massive ad. Okay.
So we're bowlers, and so we just go.
Okay. You ready?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're ready. Right. Headley, you're pretty much picking everyone, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tendulkar is their top man for runs. Williamson. Smith.
We did do Smith.
Cullis.
India.
Sangakkara.
Sangakkara.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, all broad. Might as well add him on there while we're at it. Anderson, nice one.
And 800 Muraliteran. How do you spell it?
That's a tricky one as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't have to put much of it in.
no, that's
Okay.
good. Right, India
Dhoni.
runs.
Virat Kohli. Right.
Sri Lanka.
Oh, one moment. I'm just going to quickly go like that. Gareth wants the link. And who will win this test? It seems more than likely that it is going to be a draw, unfortunately. At this stage, right. Did we do Ross Taylor?
No.
No, not quite.
India.
Sehwag in there from Blindside. Okay.
India. Who's the other driver?
Yes.
England.
You also got a couple
Oh.
West Indians.
No?
So you'd have to have Gale in there.
Yeah.
Do certain names get ticked off? Okay, so you tick off multiple names in one go.
Yeah.
I do see, which is good.
South Africa. Do we put Pollock?
Nope.
Graham, Graham Smith.
And there as well from Gareth. Nope.
Who's that?
Dravid.
Yeah, got him.
Oh, yep. West Indies. So Gale, you've got.
Yeah. Richardson.
Oh, Richard must have been one.
Richards must have been one.
Is Richardson also one?
Greenwich. Soper.
Nathan Lyon would be up there, wouldn't he? Yep.
Yeah.
Alistair Cook. That'll be the big one.
Yeah.
For England, right? A couple West Indians, and then also another big Australian, Matthew Hayden or Langer. Is Bradman up there? Did Bradman get enough? No. And Pollock, Stein, and Natini.
I think we got Pollock, but we didn't put him.
What about Natini? Natini.
Oh, Natini.
Natini.
Yeah.
A couple more Australian guys who are right up there. Gilchrist, no. Did he score enough runs? Warner.
Mark Taylor.
We always leave out Warner, don't we?
Yeah.
You don't have to put in many of the letters of their names to have it
No.
come up. It's a short format. I mean, is Rashid Khan up there yet?
Right.
Maybe not for a shorter format. There'll be a
Right.
Khan in there.
Yusuf. No, how do you spell Yusuf?
I think I had a U there. UF.
UF. Yep.
Khan.
What?
Is there multiple Khans? No.
What about
Rafiq.
how do you spell Rafiq? No?
Lara as well as a good call. That'll be one of the West
Yeah,
Indians.
it would be, of course, and Chanderpaul.
We done McGrath yet?
I'm not sure. No.
No. Indian bowler.
Bev.
Okay.
West Indian bowler, Ghana.
Holder.
Holder. What? Hooper. No.
Ambrose.
Ambrose. Yep. But still haven't got that one.
Okay. And also,
Oh.
okay. J.L. Wardener, that's how you spell it, from Gareth.
Yep. I was starting to do that before.
Ambrose. I
Yeah,
know
we
we
tried
did
him.
Ambrose. What about Walsh?
Akram.
Walsh.
Walsh is the other one I was trying to think of. Yep.
Khan spelled K-A-H-N.
K-A-H-N.
Oh
No.
no, that might have just been Khan.
Who was the left bowler for Sri Lanka? No, but he might be there. Dilshan. Left started with C. Yeah.
Leading wicket takers, leading run scorers.
Remember that left bowler? Cha. Kumble, of course, he should be there.
Yep. Okay, so we got all the top for Test just for now.
Yeah.
ODI bowlers, Southey, Bolt. That's going a bit weird, but that's all right. Right, Pakistan.
Akram, Yunus.
Stark's probably on there as well, isn't he?
Yunus.
Stark?
Stark.
No, not.
Oh, Hazelwood. No.
Broad. We done Broad?
Yeah, we did. Did we do Anderson in the end? Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Who else? Who else is there? Still 11,000 runs for a couple Australians that we haven't got. That's one of them. David Boone. He'd be no.
Oh.
There you go. Right, an Indian who scored 10,000 runs.
VBS
Malinga. Malinga as well is another one that we
yep.
need. Peace bowlers.
Waxman, I got that one. Test bowlers for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and also India up there. But Bumrah wouldn't quite be.
No, it doesn't. Oh, Clark is a batter. Yep.
There you go. We've still got a few more Australians as well. Or no, sorry, not Australians. A few more Pakistan English. What about Afridi?
Yes.
Bradman, I think we tried a little bit earlier on.
Yeah, we did, but
we're going all right. I think we got over 100 so far of the 200.
Yep.
Oh. Donald,
of course. Yep. Cluesman? No. Guptill.
For us.
Who
else we got?
Yeah, we tried war.
Vaughan is a better.
Yes. No.
don't think that's quite the spelling. Oh, no, it is. Okay. It looked weird with the small V.
Oh, what about Hussein? No. What was that other Gooch? Oh, yeah, Gooch.
And also Gesvika.
Gaviska.
So,
Yeah,
nice
Sonny.
one.
Yeah, that was the one.
Blindside.
Gooch, Gower, no.
Johnson in there for an Australian wicket taker.
Yeah.
Brett Lee.
No.
It's funny when you think of one and everyone else just comes. Hussey. No, Hussey. I was on a roll there.
Yes, so did I. Ponting must be again, no.
I think it puts him in multiple times.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, because I saw 2 Jacques Callises earlier.
Okay.
MS Dhoni.
Yeah, we tried him. He's with an already.
Also, Akhtar. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Akhtar.
So
No?
we might have already done it. Don't know.
No.
I thought he'd be close. What about Holder? No, Jason Holder not quite on there. We've done Gale, haven't we?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Who else exists in the cricketing world? It's pretty much like think of names, isn't it? Maxwell. He's got to be on there. Finch. Probably on there for the Aussies. Zampa. Takes quite a few wickets. Stoinis. No, he's not that good. That's a good little rhyme. Thinking of Australian players. What's England's won 9,000? So England 9,500 for the Test batting, and Atherton.
Oh yes. No.
Interesting. Is it 10? No, it's okay. It's Joe. Oh, Joe Root. Joe Root. Sebastian will be disappointed in this.
South Africa. Who was the top South African?
De Villiers. Maybe not for Test match though. He was. Oh no, a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Oh, Tate and Peterson.
Yep. Right. Peterson.
Ian at the end, I think he is. And he's not on there. Well, fair play.
Lamb. Right.
What about
Marsh? Oh, we said Willis, didn't we?
What about Marsh?
Which get on the right keys. No?
No Marshes. What else we got? Should we have a look over more? Can you zoom in a bit? We can. One moment. Go like this. We could probably get away with zooming right in, really. So South African batsman in Test match, 9,282 runs. Without looking it up, of course, we'll try our best for a start. Trying to think, and it wasn't Cullis. Who else do they have? Oh, Dad's yelling out something. Yes.
No.
Vessels, did he say? Who else we got? A couple Pakistan players. Top order. David Milan's been around for a little. Nice one. David Milan, is he up there? No. Okay. Amla, says Gareth.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
So I only got.
Okay, T20 internationals were lacking a little bit.
Oh,
that'll help. Vittori.
Ireland, who was that fella?
Oh, I can't
Sterling.
remember. Nice remembering.
Who-
Vittori. Just looking through.
Bangladesh. What was Marsh.
Marshall, nice. Scroll over a little bit more. Who else have we got? So this one is ODI bowlers, 400 for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's that Chandler or something. No, it's
Chandapal.
no, it's left arm. He got heaps of wickets for them in the one days and that. And he starts with C. He wasn't the quickest, but he was a left armer and he swung the ball.
What about Chappell for us? Did he get a
Yeah,
few?
well, we haven't got his name there, have we? Chapel? Oh, what's his handle?
It's hard.
Oh, Ted Garner, didn't we?
It's pretty much coming up with
Marshall.
new names that you haven't
Was-
said, isn't it?
Misbah.
Misbah,
No?
Al-Haq, or Al-Haq in there from
Oh,
nice. Good shout. And anyone who was wondering about what the score is,
so it's Peterson that way. No.
I don't believe so. Yeah, anyone who is wondering what the score is in the cricket at the moment, it is lunch as we currently sit. Pakistan 76 for none without losing any wicket so far, and they lead by 93 runs with 2 sessions left. Is that Cameron White you were thinking of?
Oh, Bevan. No, Michael Bevan.
Bevan?
Bevan.
I think he did Van.
Yeah, Bevan.
So it's Bevan, not Bevan.
Well, it's pronounced Bevan.
What about Devon? Where's the crack?
With a great
Sounds like a name.
Nigel. Sorry. So we did put both of them, didn't we? No, we didn't.
Damn, he just retired. So on there says Gareth. Is that fellow left arm? Or that fellow for Sri Lanka?
No, he's been retired for a while.
I was thinking of a New Zealand player, and there says Robert
Okay.
as well. What about Bancroft? C.
Bancroft.
Yeah. No. Who else is there for? I feel like there's a few Australians we probably haven't got yet. Although I think we've done pretty well with Australia, to be fair.
Yeah.
How many what's that? All format bowlers.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be that guy. India is 700 wicket worth. Oh, Ashwin.
Ashwin.
Probably got to have him in there. Oh, it wasn't actually the 711.
But India. So we've got Dev, we got
Taylor, and there I think we
we
had
got him.
Holding.
Yeah, we put him in there. I don't think he was there.
I feel like we should do a quiz a day just to keep us on our toes.
Yeah, I'd say.
Like my brain hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, blindsides just come out of nowhere with Jaya Sharia.
Yes. Sharia.
I think we might have
I
actually
think we
done
might
him.
have done him because you did it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I typed that one in while she wasn't looking.
Yeah.
What about just Hog? Oh no, I assume if it was Hog, it would have given you it for Hoggett.
Hoggett.
What about that big tall man who I talked about earlier on?
Richard Hadley's lookalike. No.
Not the one who's bald. And I was talking about him as one of the pace bowlers for Australia.
A Bravo, yeah.
That's a good shout.
Dilshan. No, you put Dilshan, didn't you?
No.
John.
I don't think I did Dilshan. I think I did Dilshan.
Yeah.
Muraliferin, did we get the spelling in the
No,
end?
we didn't. Yeah, we did actually. Litherin, because it came up. Yeah, we did. Murally.
Chundamal.
Chundamal? No.
No. That's all in caps as well. I think he was confident.
He was.
That one. Who else we got? This is tricky. We've done pretty well. Bangladesh, we haven't actually named anyone.
Who's the Al Rafiq or something?
The all-rounder as well.
All-rounder. Hassan.
There you go. Shakib Al Hassan. Nailed it. Okay. Looking good so far for okay, what's this? Oh, geez, that's okay. T20 bowlers.
T20 bowlers. Go on, just not.
And it's actually, only 85. So this could actually be new boys.
So who's Shahid?
Afridi. Although I think we already did Afridi, didn't we? Did we get Brett Lee? We did sneak him in there. I went on a little bit of a tangent of just ex-Australian players and got about 4. Okay, New Zealand for Ferguson.
Yeah.
Also, Wagner we haven't done, have we?
Not really 2020 though, but
For
Wagner.
longer. Sodi? Yep, that's our guy. Only see 79 is not a lot at all, is it?
Who's
Wokes or Curran?
Karen? Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Right.
Ian, is it? No. Gillespie.
Gillespie.
That's who we were talking about a little bit earlier on.
Right.
But who else? Bollinger. Bollinger. You know him? Bollinger. Yeah, I have no idea how you spell it though. Who else? Irish. And it's not the guy who...
Is it another Sterling?
O'Brien.
O'Brien
Was the name from yesterday, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it wasn't the right Irishman.
No.
Murray?
No.
You're on an Ireland called Murray.
No, they're not. Another O'Brien.
O'Connor.
O'Connor's
A good Irish name.
Oops.
Oops.
No.
Right. What else we got? England 79 wickets. That's not a lot.
2020.
And it also depends on when this was done.
Sure.
Trying to think of the English players that get signed for overseas clubs. I think we did end up
what
with
about
Zampa.
The Khan? Oh, we did Khan.
Oh, Ali.
Mohamed
Ali. Ali. No, he's not there. What about Rashid?
Yep.
Shah. Did you do Shah?
Yeah.
Shah. Yasser.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashwin. I
think we're done.
We need a little checklist, don't we, so that you
Yeah.
guys can see what we have and haven't completed. Seeing as we're just
another
looking at a
round?
little squeezy.
He's the wicketkeeper.
How can I not think of West Indian players? Like, I feel like West Indies have a lot of players from the past
Yeah.
in terms of batting. I just can't think of any of them.
No. Well, we got most of them. Richardson. Vas. That was the fella. I said Chaminda Vas. That's his first name was Chaminda.
Mikosa or Mikoska. I have a wonderful idea. The result can be made inside of test. Pakistan should declare a 200-run lead in Australia.
Just
With target today's 200 runs in a single session.
Lily.
Oh my goal.
Yeah.
Chris Jordan. That really
Jordan.
annoys me because
Yeah.
I was going in my head who are players who play in the BBL.
Dockrell.
Curran, I did, but Chris
Not
Jordan literally plays with the same side as Tom Curran.
Mitchell said no, we missed him.
Poor
we didn't
man.
get down that far, though, did we?
Mohammed Nabi, Jasprit Bumrah is there.
Yeah, we should have had that.
Chahal
and Tahir.
Tahir.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Kaura Hall, Quinton de Kock, and Miller.
Yep.
Duminy.
Yeah.
Joss Butler, Morgan. Geez, we let down the
Malik.
English.
Yeah, we did.
Babar Azam, Rohit Sharma.
Yeah,
They're
but
both.
we're under pressure.
Yeah. And also I feel like it was Sodia's there, Satner as well. So you would have been right there, Haraf. And there from Garvey, who else we got around? We did very well on that.
Ganguly.
Actually, only missing Ganguly in terms
we
of
did do
the
very well.
aura.
Desmond Haynes, he was yesterday. Harbhajan Singh, yeah. Well, we did pretty well at that one too.
And then we also had. We're going to get to see who that we got the Sri Lankan.
Yeah,
Vas.
Vas. Yeah. Ganguly.
Rohit Sharma, he would have ticked us off.
There was a De Silva. Yeah, I was wondering that.
Dennis Lee, Saraf.
Oh, it didn't do too badly, but yeah, we got all those.
We did. So who was that Irishman who we didn't know?
Yeah, that Dockrell.
That was Araf in there, but I think, you know what? It's not a bad effort. 79%, which is actually the average score.
Pretty good.
There you go. But nonetheless, I think with the lunch break almost being over, it seems we're still going to have a bit more of a stalemate. We may end up watching it outside of the live stream, but I would say overall, with how far through this test match we are, it's more than likely going to end in that draw, and we will need to save our voice because we've got Pakistan versus Australia next weekend as well that we will be covering on at the channel, and hopefully it is a little bit closer than this one has been as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we will be back with more Test cricket very soon. Also, the rugby coming up. But for now, hopefully you guys do enjoy the last two sessions of the day. We will be watching along with them just outside of live stream. Hopefully, I would laugh so hard, but also be so sad if someone does win this one.
It would be funny, wouldn't it?
It would hurt my feelings big time.
It would be funny.
But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And also, we didn't add Lily. Did we not get Lily?
No, we didn't get Lily. That's quite, that's
Mm.
bad.
It's not ideal.
We
is
had
it?
a Lily on the other one.
See, that's the thing when you do multiple.
Yeah, you keep forgetting which ones you've put in. But oh well, we did all right.
70-90.
Yeah,
Good enough score.
I can live with that.
Yeah. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in, and we will see you all for the next one.